Yes, indeed. Now, let's get this game underway. It is a best-of-1 game here for the ESL ESEA Pro League, and it is the third day of that week. And Semner and I here doing it, having a good time indeed. Now, 4 armors being picked up. Get Right, the only one actually picking up a smoke and a 5-7. So not a single diffuse kit picked up here on the NiP side. They don't care about that, Semler. They're just gonna shut them down before they even get into a bomb site.
This is hashtag new NiP.
NiP.
They're all about landing headshots. They're not interested. Actually, Exist might experience a headshot of his own. Yep. There we go. Moo takes him out. Smoke goes down, but it's too late. They're gonna be able to rush right through onto Get Right. Get Right does manage to pick up 1 kill though. Hiding in the smoke as well. So this is clever on Get Right's part, trying to buy time for the team rotation to come in.
Yeah, but now the bomb's gone down. I think Get Right, that was some team damage being put up by Alu maybe, and right now Hellraisers have the advantage. Forest landing a good headshot on Angel. Kucha gonna get one in return. Freiberg coming in with a nice shot there on Adren. They're gonna try and see if they can defuse that bomb, but the Molotov is down as well. Freiberg landing a second headshot. Now it's a 1 versus 1. And Mo hiding on the left-hand side. Freiberg turning his back. He's trying for the one, and he actually hits the shot. It's ridiculous. Freiberg picks up the triple. And they may have just enough time for the defuse. No, they won't. He actually has to run. I thought for a second there that it was going to be cool, but no. Triple kill for Freiberg, and the round goes to Hellraisers.
Oh my god. And
yeah, look how angry he is.
I know, man. He's taking it out on that wall.
That's vandalism.
But, you know, that's the thing, man. Valve, the attention to detail, it shouldn't be a single cut. It should be 2 cuts now with Shadow Daggers. Sorry. You know, if you're punching the wall, he's punching the wall with both fists.
You are all about the details, Semler. You're the only person I know who matches the color of his socks to his tie. So I'm just saying.
I mean, hey man, it's important. Come on. Even if you guys, none of you guys at home can see it, I still know.
It's a feeling, you know. It's about the overall. I can understand that. I can appreciate that. Mo and Angel and Adren picking up a kill each here without NiP getting much of a chance to reply. Get Right picking up a UMP in the second round. We actually used to have this strat on matchmaking where we would lose the round but put the bomb down, and then we would all buy UMPs.
Dirty up money,
it has a pretty high success rate. Get Right, maybe not so much for him. He goes down after picking up a single kill, so it makes a little bit of money back. Nice shot from Existent. Looked like he could have easily had that second one on Oscar, but not quite going to be the case, and Alu just put to rest over by the truck. So easy second round for Hellraisers. They did lose 2 people, but still pretty good position.
They save all the AKs though, so that's actually fairly important. Let's see what they decide to go with. They know that NiP are going to go for a hard eco in this round, so they might elect. Yep, there we go. A couple MAC-10s maybe. Adrian, what do you got for us? Are you staying on the Glock? That would be ballsy. Is he actually? No. Okay, there we go. MAC-10. I was about to say Glock. Why not? But seriously, we hardly ever see that. Take advantage of this, try and make some money, it looks like. And well, right now it is basically Hellraisers. I mean, we're not really going to see too much more. I mean, in this round it's going to be the stack for NiP, yes. But already they're actually managing to make this interesting, and NiP getting more kills than they should, and landing some pretty nice shots. So that kind of gives you hope here for the first buy round when NiP finally gets some rifles.
And Adren with the MAC-10 going to pick up the kill there. It should really be Mo and Adren here out looking. Even as the bomb goes down, they should be out hunting here. They're not really going to be using these rifles next round anyway, these submachine guns, so might as well try and see if they can't get a couple of kills in here. And Mo, it's going to peek a firing squad of NiP members just ready to take him out there. Angel tagged as well, down to 37, so NiP just looking for exits.
Can't jump like that anymore, Angel. If they're fast enough, they're going to get you. Kucher, I mean, they should be protected against Kucher as well. And now Get Right. Yeah, buddy. This is just what Get Right does. Called for the man in connector. They're going to be able to pick up the first man. Second man comes in, and now Get Right. They have no idea that he's here, Hellraisers, but nobody coming his way. He's going to have to try and get into connector quick here. He might be able to catch somebody off guard. Oh, but they're on the other side of the wall. He actually gets one. That's that time where it's just like, how long do you actually have after the bomb goes off? Yeah. Sometimes it feels like it lasts an eternity.
Yeah, it's very interesting there, and what's really confusing is I don't understand how the 2 people playing CT Spawn. It seemed like they weren't alerted by Get Right all that much, because they weren't really, you know, turning. I guess they were shooting at car, but still, Kucha just kind of walked in there. Oscar in the middle with the AWP. I'm so happy he's picked up this weapon. This is where he does a lot of work. Forest playing close to middle. Angel gonna win that initial fight there, and Forest takes him down, but he's very low on health, and he's going to be careful if they wallbang through. He could be going down. The grenade almost catches him, does 3 damage, and it's going to be a trade in the middle. Angel for Alu.
That was actually really good timing by Forrest to back out as well. Had he stayed even a second longer there, the HE would have caught him.
Yeah.
So now grouped up Hellraisers, all 4 of them, moving in, Exist, decides to get the info, trades 1 for 1, but he did spot that bomb. So this should actually get NiP to start thinking they need to have an extra man over here, and there is Forrest waiting all the way back by CT Truck.
Yeah, which is a decent position for him considering his health. It's, you know, you can grenade it down, but there's a chance Forrest can get a couple of shots in. Modo going to be taking down Get Right, and that is a big opening. NiP playing this round sort of very standard, so no sort of worrying signs, no rushing, no crazy nonsense here on the CT side. Just normal defense put up here, but they're not quite making it work here.
No, they are just kind of charging in. There's the shot from Oscar, and he only gets the leg. Freiburg down to 15, though. This is still tough. He's trying to predict these angles, and he would have nearly caught Mo had he gone a little bit to the left, and now we have to see. Smoke is about to clear, and it's going to come down to Forrest trying to move up close. Nearly surprises Kucher. He comes really close, and they're both so very low on the Hellraiser's side. Freiburg, is he going to be able to pick up the first one? Yes. Pre-fire is there, but Mo does not let him even go for the fake defuse. Picked up immediately, and no kit for
yeah, you're absolutely
Freiburg,
right.
if I'm not mistaken, yeah.
No, he didn't have one picked up there, and they saved the AWP, so it'll be a very expensive round for Hellraisers, but winning it is just a little bit more important than NiP. Even with all those kills, they don't quite feel comfortable buying up in a round like this one. Freiburg, Deagle, and Armor. Something that he's well known for as well.
Yeah, he used to be one of the main supporters of Juan Dig. Of Juan Dig, you know.
The Juan Dig army.
Dude, that was what... Oh, clever. This actually might work. Does that timing? Oh, no, they put Forrest up there. I thought they would put the Deagle, but no. And now Kucher, they know somebody's in Toxic. And he checks. Kucher just taking the glass out. Forrest peeks. There's no idea. Kucher has no idea that somebody's just hoping. Forrest is just hoping for him to take one step too far. But it's not going to happen because the push has begun onto B.
That's a real shame. Freiburg now in the back lines here with the Deagle. Hasn't reloaded yet. He's going to go down as well. It's going to give it here to Hellraisers. And there's not much that the main NiP members could do except for what they were doing earlier and look for exit frags. And maybe if they could find Angel in there.
Yeah, if they could find him. I mean, he's lurking all the way back by a main. Yeah, exactly, in garage. But there isn't, there doesn't really seem to be too much going on here. Angel might hear the steps in mid. Yes, he will hear them actually going into vents. This could be big. Somebody holding really close, and there it is. This could be the opportunity here. Could they actually get this kill? But he stabilizes. He actually finds the headshot and lives with 1 HP. Exist, he's just not catching a break. Dropped Oscar down to 3 HP that one round, and now Angel down to 1. Exist has got to be so frustrated.
Look at the response here for NiP. Double up setup immediately as they got the money. Triple up setup. Yeah, well, okay then. Hard to know what to say about this. I mean, so triple up can kind of work on cash because you got middle, you got B, you got A. The only problem is if you have to retake at any point, things can tend to get very bad indeed. So sure, I mean, as long as you're hitting all your entry shots like this one, it's going to be fine, but if you have to retake a bomb site at any point, then that's a very bad time indeed.
That's a strong start for Forrest, and he's going to be guarding that AWP now as well. Flash goes down. That gives the angle to Kucher to pick up the AWP. He can actually recover this, perhaps. He's got the advantage now. He's holding that line onto Forrest, and Forrest changes up. Actually plays passive, but Alu at the peak in the mid takes out Adrian, and now 2-man advantage for NiP. This triple op, like what happens for Hellraisers if they actually try and go over towards the A site now? They're going to be like... a bit of a rude surprise.
Yeah, another orb. Can it be? Someone is sneaking close, and that's Angel right around the box from Alu here, and doesn't seem like the Finnish player is quite aware of it yet, but he's going to go down as well. Great entry, and Angel picking off Exist as well, and now it's going to be 3 versus 3. They look to be hitting the B bomb site, but still one person is holding Freiburg, just rotating out of there. Forrest scoped up on top of the box here. Going to be 1 grenade in. That's a smoke to cover higher. And Forrest is actually not peeking the right way. They might get shot in the side of the face there. Just barely going to make it out. Freiburg looking to come in here and help out with a pop flash. Forrest going to pick up 1 more kill. Freiburg with another one. And it's down to Mo now. 1 versus 3. And he goes down to Forrest, who picks up a triple. So great round there. And they will save another up there. So not at all bad for NiP.
Surprised that, well, Get Right was rotating over. So no surprise, actually. They didn't have the op from Exist. But they'll be able to full buy, no problem at all here in NiP. Hellraisers, same story, although now they're starting to tap into that bank, and they elect to ditch the op. They could have bought one on Kucher, no problem. They could have even dropped that for Oscar if he wanted it, or Mu. But Hellraisers, they decide to go for the rifles. Maybe a little bit more of a fast approach here. If they realize there's a double op in play, we might be able to put the pressure on early.
Well, they smoke middle, which is usually a sign that you're going to go aggressive, but they go Squeak instead, and Main Exist picking up the first kill. They're going to go fast this round. Get Right's there, mowing down 2 people. And now Kucha and Angel, all that's left for Hellraisers. Get Right with a 3rd kill, hasn't even taken almost any damage yet. And Angel, last man left. That was actually, I mean, I like what Hellraisers did here. That double smoke into middle usually will pull someone from the A bomb side down towards middle, which means you're now rushing into a bomb side where only one person's defending and they're fine fuel coming there. It's really a very simple but very good idea, I think. It's just that NiP weren't buying it because I think they were already committed to peeking
They're
the
not
door.
playing standard. Exactly. It's hard to like go for those kinds of standard mind games when NiP themselves are just like YOLO. They're not actually applying any real thought. They're just like, we're going to push Squeak.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I guess just the fact that they had committed to, we never know if they would have done that either way, but it seemed like they were already sort of committed to the Squeak push. And at that point, you might just be like, ah, well, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when it comes to, yeah, exactly. It's not like NiP would have noticed anyways, but it just so happens that this time around, strategies, they counter each other. Get Right, it's in the perfect spot. He dodged the first flash as well, so yeah, Hellraisers really didn't have much going for him. Now Freiburg, he hunts. He could actually catch Angel, although Angel is going to catch him looking the wrong way. There it is, Angel, quick enough to find the headshot, but there's a second man here, and he had no idea. Exist up high. Exist, you're supposed to be over on the A site. What are you doing on B?
Just making sure that there are no sneaky bomb plants at the end of the round there. It's going to be the 8th round coming up, and NiP finally starting to get just a little bit back here. Trying to see if they can stabilize. They still don't have that much money. Hellraisers can only just buy as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now, Hellraisers, no op means, in the last round means they've got the money. And Alu, he had 2 ops. That's the thing. How do you best, no op, go with 2 ops on one guy? Forrest just puts a shot through. And they're actually going to be able to make it into checkered here, but Freiburg gets that smoke down in time. Alu takes out Angel. That's one part of the flank out, but Oscar takes out Alu in return. So it is actually a little bit more even here, and Oscar finds a 2nd kill onto Exist. That was in mid.
Yeah, really good stuff. Get Right, trying to see if he can get back in here. He's taking a fight with Oscar, and he's going to win it as well. Backup is coming in. He's second. Well, actually, they do just run the long way around, or maybe they could have fought Get Right in the middle, but now there's still a minute left here. Flashbang up and smoke to follow, and one more flash to buy time. Great job for Get Right. They actually have to stop at the end.
And Kucher's right here dancing on the edge. Get Right might get a free kill, but then right up short. Adrian's there. Forrest picks him out of the air, though, and we're into a 2-on-2 retake scenario. Both players on NiP have kits, and a missed opportunity. That actually could have been a big kill for Hellraisers, giving them a big advantage. But instead, it's going to be this 2-on-2 now. Standard stuff. And Freiburg, he's looking for that crossfire, and he's going to get it. Can he trade? Yes, he can. Clutch play there for Freiburg. In the end, a 1v2 scenario for him.
Yeah, very good stuff. And I mean, the fact that Forrest lived that first time around, as you said, very, very important. Otherwise, Freiburg has a very different scenario on his hand. So, NiP, all these rounds are so close, but they do just barely make it out once again. They've got a little bit of money as well on their team. Oh, actually, they've been 4-3. It's not been too bad there. I think they've been a little bit low on health in some rounds. So, 9th round is coming up here, and, you know, NiP, if they bring it all the way back to 10-5, it really won't be too bad.
Still have the double op. Forrest dropping a lot of money this round. And wow, yeah, no surprise actually from Hellraisers. They want to go for the Forrest. They realized how close it was in the last round. And now they're going to go for the Ultra Aggression. Get Right, though. No flash for him. Just goes for the peek. He gets dropped down to half HP, and he messes up the HE. That bought valuable time for Adrian to get the kill.
Exist now trapped in the corner. They're all going to line up for him, but they get the kill. Just traded evenly. Grenade rain on in, and that's a powerful grenade from Alu. Did a lot of damage, but he can't really do anything besides that. So much smoke up, and it's going to be forced to pick up a kill on Adren there. They still have a Molotov on Kucher in the backlines, and NiP going to have to go for a retake here. Angel going down as Freiburg going up the retake. It's going to be Alu to pick up a second shot on Kucher, and now Mo in the backlines, and this is going to be very tough indeed. Coming from multiple angles, and he goes down to Freiburg, who's not wasting any time. Will be around for NiP, surviving 3 members as well.
Yeah, this is where it starts to get a little scary here for Hellraisers. They're getting into these really tight spots, but they aren't able to pick up the wins. The round bonus plus the bomb plant, though, means that they should be able to go for another buy. Yeah, no hesitation on their part. They're just going to keep buying eternally now. And Adrian actually had enough to go for the drop. Oscar, again, prioritized with that AWP, so Mo's playing a bit more of the support role, it seems, this time around. I guess they just want Oscar, you know, as the stand-in, yeah, it is going to be a little bit more awkward for him, so to basically make him as comfortable as possible, give him the best chance to actually perform well here in this kind of situation versus NiP. So give him the AWP, see what he can do. He's been pretty good so far, at least. He's got 3 kills, and those have been high-impact frags. Oh, that's sexy. That was so cool.
That Soshka just simply knowing the textures on that box and getting himself into position and standing up and taking the shot. That's a very, very smart way to play that peak. Exist now charging in here, gonna be spraying down one, but Mo gets him in return, and then Get Right's holding the forklift and the A bomb side very much on his own right here. Good start for Hellraisers. Now they just need to find a way to close out this round. They should be able to group up on almost any bomb side and just trade favorably.
That's the idea. Flash in through main, and this is standard stuff as well from NiP, or at least from Get Right. Wants to take a little bit of a risk, see if he can bring it back, and that's kind of what they have to do when they're a man down. But they're getting to 4 or 5 seconds now. Hellraisers rotating that bomb over towards A, and Forrest catches out Adrian. That was over on the B site.
Yeah, but look how smart this is from both teams. Get Right only saw one in main, so he thinks, okay, they're rotating, and Hellraisers are realizing they only saw one person. They're probably going to know, so they go back to the A bomb site. And Hellraisers ultimately end up being just a little bit smarter here. A bomb is going to go down one more time. Forrest catches Oscar, and now in the back lines, Get Right going to be picking up Mo. It's all on Kucher. He gets a very important frag there on Forrest, and he's trying to get another 2, see if he can clutch this round. He's going to be walking in, catches Freiberg jumping mid-air, and that could have almost been a kill. And one more time, they're going to go for it. Headshot, and Get Right going to finish it. It will be another round for NiP. Even has time to run back and pick up this AWP. So 5th round coming up, and I don't know. This time it is a close round.
Not wasting any time at all. Bam, guaranteed. They keep getting so close, though, Hellraisers. That's unfortunate for Kucher as well. It's a 50-50 guess, pretty much, like which side is Get Right coming from, and he just happened to choose, well, the wrong one. So there's another chance there for Kucher to have a huge win. 5-5, and the comeback is real here for NiP so far, at least. But again, last round bonus. They're just going to be able to keep on buying here, Hellraisers. No real surprise. They can keep the pressure up on NiP, who really don't have much money left. They keep having to spend... Excuse me, they keep having to spend all their money round after round here on NiP because these rounds are so close. Flash, there it is. Forrest goes for the delay. Freiberg using one of his tried and true flashes. Definitely one of his favorites over here. Was that a run boost?
Yeah, I think it was. Guy on container still, so... NiP also, you know, picking up some trends there. It's good to see. They seem to be one of the teams that's sort of least willing to adjust to new meta games. So it's fun to see if they're going to try and change that. This double smoke here to the middle is what Hellraisers did earlier, where they sort of rushed the A bomb site. So we'll see if they're going to play it more a standard way here. Smoking on middle, I think this usually means that you want to try and go for the actual vent into B. We can tell that's not going to be the case, so they are trying to fake it out again with the smoke here. Exist and Get Right picking up 1 kill easy. Exist trying to fall back, see if he can buy a little bit of time. Going to go aggressive behind that flashbang, and Angel will take him down. So now it's going to be another bomb plot, another 3 versus 3 retake time here for NiP.
And again, they've been so successful. There it is, the shot, but Forrest, he only gets the tag, it looks like. Adrian is going to be able to strike out, take out Alu, and they have the man advantage, a 2-man advantage now, and it's getting hairy here for NiP, for Forrest in particular. He's got to back off, but he gets caught, and he has 1 HP! Okay, finally it goes NiP's way. Hellraisers, they've had a couple times where guys have survived on single digits. Now finally NiP, they get it to go their way. He could be killed with a flashbang though, and there it is. Perfect shot onto Mo. And this should actually allow for Forrest to back off and save this gun. He's going to wrap back into T-spawn, and there's just no way here for Hellraisers to hunt him down.
Yeah, so a nice save, really. I mean, just to get something out of the round, especially because there's still a couple of rounds left on the round here, and we'll see if NiP actually have the money. I mean, they should have the money to buy, but it's only just barely gonna... They might just try and force it. I mean, the 2 people... Yeah, that makes sense based on how many people survive for Hellraisers. But still, this is tricky because if they lose this round now, NiP, Hellraisers could suddenly end this half on, you know, 8 or 9 rounds. That
was so clever by Get Right as well, that position. It's not every day that we actually see that, where he's able to get up there and... or, you know, just boost up right on the edge of the door, on the edge of Squeak. You can stand on that. And so he tried to change up the angle. This time, Forrest will find Oscar. No peekaboo moment. Forrest actually fast enough to get that shot off. That's ridiculous. And there you go. You know, the price of letting Forrest live in the last round, of him escaping, he's already making it felt here.
Early frag like that. Smoke up once again in the middle, and we'll see. Alu playing very close here with the 5-7. Kind of wish that Forrest would throw, you know, pop flashes. That smoke is fading. That'd be the perfect combo, I feel like. But they are going to play it a little bit more safely here. And just clocking past the minute mark. Alu ready in that corner in case anything's going to happen.
Yeah, smokes are going in once again. Vents, this time cleared by Molotov here for Hellraiser. Still a man down, turns away. Good prediction there by Alu, not flashed. And he's trying to force it. He's going to not be able to pick up the kill. Kucher's there, and now Freiberg's in a bit of a tight spot. He's going to get flanked. He's going to get shot in the face is what's going to happen. Adrian with a double headshot to open things up here for Hellraisers in this round, and it's going to come down to Get Right and Exist, the last two alive. And luckily for Get Right, he catches Kucher out in the open before Kucher can make it out.
Yeah, bomb only just going down, but NiP need another fast kill here, and it's going to be on Adren as well. Get Right going to pick that one up. So now 2 versus 2, but Mo's in the back line. Shot Exist down with the AWP, and that's an easy finish to the round there, in spite of a little bit of a double kill there for Get Right, which looked like he maybe could have changed the outcome of the round. Not going to happen. 7 and 5, and Hellraiser's now in a prime position to really get a lot out of this first half.
No, yeah, that's it. This is where they can start running away with it. They finally managed to best NiP in these kind of clutch situations. And, well, let's see. Just a couple pistols picked up here for NiP. Forrest going so far as to invest in a CZ75. He would have had a little bit more bonus money considering he only dropped for a teammate in the last round. And now Mo, he's actually taken over the AWP. So that's it. Oscar, he's called enough. He's tapped out. He's going to go for the AK now. And, well, I mean, I guess you get 2 kills to lock out the round in the last one. Yeah, sure, Mo, you can hold on to the AWP.
Kucher finding Freiberg early in the round, and NiP don't really have a lot here, so I'm not even sure what the actual goal is. I mean, they were going for like a fairly standard setup, which, I mean, without any flashbangs or anything like that, I feel like it's, you know, it's kind of like a not too much of a creative round, you know. You wish that that they would have gone for just a little bit. Pop flash into main, like anything, I feel like would have been worth trying.
Yeah, Get Right spotted move. This could get dangerous. Smoke goes down to block off Get Right, though, but he's going to be dancing right on the edge of it, and he might actually think about trying to push through. Alu even peeking mid to confirm that there's somebody moving up short. So this is going to get a little tricky here. Hellraisers, are they going to be able to actually make it on here unscathed? And it looks like they're off to a pretty strong start. Don't think they've taken a single point of damage, although, as I say that, Angel gets headshot down to 23.
So 8 and 5 and moving into the 14th round, NiP's economy is still not that great, but they're going to try and see what they could do anyway here. Very limited on the grenade front. 2 flashbangs only, and they've got the smokes at least, but they kind of need to make this 8-7, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what needs to happen. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be easy here. AKs, full nades across the board here for Hellraisers. Everything that they need to be able to just lock this down, put NiP on an eco, force buy in the next one. And yeah, again, they're going to go for the double push into Squeak this time. Get Right and Exist both playing very aggressively over on the A site, but Hellraiser's nowhere to be found. They've actually gone straight into checkered fast. Freiberg making Adrian dance for a bit, and there we go. Alu and Freiberg starting off strong. 2 kills, and another 2 coming in. Yeah,
nice job from Alu in this round. Double kill for him. Oscar going to get caught in the middle, and he's down to 7 health. Exist will finish it off. And it's going to be around for NiP, and a much-needed one. And they only lost Get Right, which is good news because that means they can stock up on those grenades, and you can tell they already are. Hellraisers lucky enough to be able to finish out this round with a bye. So, yeah, they've had a pretty good run here in the first half, I'd say.
Yeah, this is really solid work from them, and they still have a chance at 9-6 as well. If they get that, it's going to be tough for NiP to really do too much apart from, you know, rely on individual skill to get them through the T-half and get them a win here. This is a best of 1. So Hellraisers already just playing it fairly passive. It looks like Oscar's been given the AWP again. Mo, though, catches Forrest trying to make his way into Squeak. Not a second time, and Exist. He's playing by forklift. He could actually catch out Mo. That smoke goes down, and Mo basically has to pre-fire this angle. Exist with the single shot, giving away his position.
Yeah, and it looked like a little bit nervous, maybe almost. Not really being patient enough. On the other hand, Hellraisers aren't. They're just waiting for a long time. They've got 2 people outside of B and another 3 towards the A side of the map. And they want to see if NiP are going to come and peek, going to try and be aggressive anywhere, which is a very common way of reacting to being a man down. Exist can actually be successful in that venture and picking up a kill there on Mo.
And Get Right, he's getting a lot of info. There it is, free kill for him onto Angel, and now, well, he's going to be blocked in, but he gets the timing on the flash. This is going to force Oscar off the angle, but Oscar takes the shot. Great timing there from Oscar. Alu tries to push in for a backstab, but they're already on their way to be here, Hellraisers. It's all going to come down to Freiberg, and he's getting Molotov'd out of position. He's already down to 10 HP!
Oh, wow. A lot of damage being put out here. Freiberg trying to turn around, but they're getting close. He hits a shot on Kucher, and now backup is here. Exist is going to spray down and Dren, and Oscar will go down to Exist as well. So 7-8. And NiP do recover a little bit towards the end of this half, but still, I feel like it's a pretty good job for Hellraisers overall. I think they got a lot out of this first half.
Yeah, they've gotten more. They got more rounds than I thought that they would be capable of actually coming out ahead. 8 rounds on T-side cash. It's supposed to be pretty much NiP, you know, worst case scenario, they let it end at 8-7 and they're ahead. But Hellraisers, they've got 2 rounds to work with now, and that's going to make it a little bit tricky here for NiP going into their T-side. And I'm curious to see, you know, where they're going to kind of take this NiP, considering, you know, they have a bit more of a YOLO approach, it seems. I mean, triple op, aggressive pushes everywhere, you know, tricky boosts coming out from Get Right. And NiP are trying to be a bit random, so what do they have for us here when the pistol is going to be so important for them?
Well, we have Forest with the smoke and Molotov, which is always interesting. Can be used in a variety of different ways. On the Hellraiser side, we do have 3 armor and then a little bit of smoke on Kucha and Mo with the single diffuse kit. So Hellraisers, they do want to try and retake if it comes to that. Yeah. NiP play without any on their terrorist side. And then it's all Glocks on NiP apart from that.
Yeah, and they go for the bit of the boost, actually. Was that close enough for NiP to hear? They might actually be aware that somebody's up here now to hear that vent get shot out, right? So
could be
some valuable information gained here for NiP. They're definitely going to be checking that angle when they go into checkered. And there's going to be a man close, and they might actually hear this push, but he's rotating to A. There's Oscar going for a big peek, stepping out wide, and he gets taken out by Get Right immediately.
And Angel, look at that. They were going for counter boost in the middle. He just runs up behind him. Kucha going to go down, and Dren fighting here. Final answer shot. Angel taking out Get Right as well. And now it's back into a 3 versus 3. Bomb only just going down. Alu landing an important kill. Angel making his way and dropping Forest. And looking for one more shot, but he has to reload. It's 2 versus 2. And they're trying to see if they can get it done. But coming in from the high ground any second, it's going to be Exist. Alu doing a good job staying alive. And Exist goes down. Alu picks up the triple. And NiP are going to win the round. A good bit of sandwiching going on there for the Hellraisers members. They couldn't really know that there was going to be someone coming in from high ground.
Dude, that might as well have been a club sandwich. There were layers of bread all over the place. Forest getting caught and checkered like that. I mean, yeah. Then it was like, so you have the guy in Vent Adrian, and then Forest, and then the guy who kills Forest, Angel, and then there was a guy shooting at Angel. So there was like a quad layer going on, bro.
A club sandwich with Swedish meatballs in there.
Oh.
Has anyone ever done that? Has anyone ever done a meatball sandwich? Can someone Swedish tweet us? Confirm.
Confirm or deny.
Yeah. Well, a nice set of grenades going to rain right into Exist's face, and he is going to be gone. So, kind of a bad way for NiP to start a round where they're playing almost just against pistols. Freiburg also down to 21. I feel like grenading that boost spot is undervalued. I think there are lots of creative ways to try and do that, more than what people are currently doing.
And a lot of it comes down to like the timings as well, being able to really feel out when they're going to be in there. Oscar picks up the headshot onto Alu, and he's still got more bullets, and he nearly takes out Freiburg as well. But Forrest is there to save his teammate, and Forrest with the double entry could be getting the triple as well, but that's Get Right doing a lot of damage. There it is, though. Kucher holding the line in CT. Get Right still with the HP, and he's now in a 1v2, and he actually lets the man get out. Kucher! What a round from him, and they actually run right into the stack NiP.
Wow, really good job on Kucha. That's an impressive round for him. He's also at 18 kills, I do believe. Top fragging in the game. Closest is Get Right at 15, and then Angel at 14. It's all, it's all going very well for Kucha right now.
Oh man, yeah, they're doing. Yeah, Kucher, past few days, he's been doing all right. I mean, apart from some rounds that he's going to want to forget forever from Dream X Stockholm. These matches, that's where you got to reset. And Freiburg hoping to get something done with the Deagle. It's not going to matter. Angel takes out Forest, and they're man behind here in NiP, and this is a force buy from NiP as well. So they really are trying to throw chance to the wind, luck to the wind, hope to the wind, and see if something sticks.
Peeing in the wind. I don't know. Alu is going to be hitting a headshot there on Mo. Adrendel will take him down right afterwards. So it's still, I mean, it's pretty good for NiP to bring it back here to a 3 versus 3, but they need to do just a little bit more. And Freiburg trying to see if he can earn his keep. Not going to be quite yet. He ends up falling back. And look at Hellraisers. They're just committed to this rotation, apparently. Well, Oscar will stick around, but still a little bit dangerous.
Yeah. And the man working his way out. Kucher. Exist is going to get a bit close. There it is, the P250 straight to the face. Exist has been so good with the pistol, and he's going to pick up a second kill. Now it comes down to the stand, and Oscar working his way up short. He might be able to catch Freiburg before he makes it across the open ground. I mean, Freiburg's picked up an AK somewhere as well, so he's actually got some firepower. He's a real threat here. This is going to be so dangerous, but he succeeds in turning that into a 1v1 Oscar, and now another 1v1 versus Exist. He's within lethal range, and Exist still trying to play around with him. He's got 20 seconds to try and clutch this, trying to make his way back into A main, trying to perhaps to pick up the gun if he had the chance, but Exist not giving it.
Would you say the stand-in wouldn't stand down?
Oh.
Sick. Yeah, well, that's a good round from Oscar there. They're going to be happy they picked him up here today because he is doing pretty well. Hasn't been, like, you know, completely hard carrying, but we saw him pick up some important entries every once in a while, some good impact kills there. And that's going to give them a 2-round lead here at 10-8.
Yeah, 3 SMGs picked up for Hellraisers as well. They know exactly what's going on over on the NiP side. And yeah, Angel, he's hungry for that money. He's hungry for the frags. They might actually push a little bit more here, however. Yeah, they're going full out aggro. They're going to just run right into Get Right, who's waiting with the P250, and there. Oh, he doesn't actually get the kill. Alu instead is the one to find that one. Getting a little expensive there for Hellraisers. They would have liked to have kept everybody alive in this round, but after all, he's only a stand-in. That's all right.
Wow, look at Angel. Getting them eco frags, making the SMG money, and see if NiP could put together a decent buy here. They've got all AK, so Angel, are you really going to hold on to this MP7? It feels like he might.
Feels like it, yeah. P90 as well on Kucher. I don't know about this. I guess they're feeling pretty confident right now, Hellraisers. I mean, MP7, if you're holding up close, like Angel's going to do right here, can actually work as well. He's going to get real close, waiting right on the other side. And if they try to push through here on NiP, this isn't too bad a situation for him with the MP7. He can actually get some damage done.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Forrest looking the wrong way. Instant couple of bullets to the face, and he's going to be gone. Freiburg fell to Oscar, got the opening frag of the round, and now NiP. I mean, how do you come back in a round like this? You haven't really done anything. You don't even know anything at this point.
Individual play, bro. Individual play. That's what they're relying on. They're just waiting. You know, they're kind of just going in one at a time, and it's just relying on aim. Exist. He will be able to pick up one. He could get another one here as well, but did he run out of bullets there at the end?
It seemed like maybe he did. It's going to leave it all up to Alu. If he could have got a bomb plant here, would be amazing, but they're so close to the bomb site. Angel creeping up there. Alu doing significant damage, but Mo creeping around their back is going to give Hellraisers now a 4-round lead. No bomb plant for NiP means this round is going to be a bit sketchy.
What's the call? Tech 9, Kevlar, Quasi? It's looking like a Quasi buy to me.
Yeah.
They aren't fully committing to this NiP. They're counting on getting a bomb plant this round. Everything is on this one round to see if they can get a bomb plant and get a full buy in the next one. And with how powerful the Tech 9 is, I mean, there's even a strong chance of them actually winning this round if Hellraisers overcommit, if they make a mistake. Angel getting close as well, but it is going to be a straight-up YOLO play onto the A site, timing with the HE. There it is. Kucher falls back to the site. Now he's in a bit of danger here, and there it is. Alu doing no, not actually doing any damage at all. It's a slaughter. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like they were getting close enough, and Kucher wasn't in a position where he could get much cover, so if they just kept running in on him then, it could have been a little bit tricky. Now, Freiburg, see if he can do anything for NiP in this round to just make it a little bit brighter. Obviously, bomb on the other side here, and he's just hoping, he's praying someone's going to come look.
He's got a minute. He's got a minute to just sit, wait, relax.
Feels like such a long time when there's nothing happening, doesn't it?
It's true. But now, you know, he can count the Schmetterling. You can have a good time. Flash is in there. Freiburg full. There it is. Okay, Hellraisers decided to just go ahead and get in there, get the job done. Enough waiting. They're impatient. They're 3 rounds away from locking down this map and winning a very big win for them. I mean, this can make all the difference for Hellraisers because they still are sitting. They don't actually have any wins to work with in this league. Yeah, 0-3. So if they actually pick up a win versus NiP, that's a team that they really shouldn't be beating. They should be farming their wins versus like Dignitas, Mouse Sports, you know, these kinds of teams. So for Hellraisers to take out NiP, that would be really solid work from them.
And they're not far off. Another 3 rounds, and they will be able to do it here. Good grenade damage, I think, early on there. Angel and Mo already a little bit low. Kucher going to be run boosted on over. Oh, pretty good job there. Teams are getting better at it.
But I think Get Right heard that, didn't he?
Yeah. So not impossible.
He might have been close enough. He might just been close enough.
Now, if they did here, they have the AWP on Forest. And someone did put out a video about how to wallbang people up there.
Oh.
Just trying to sell it, but Get Right just going to walk right in. You're absolutely right, Senna. You did hear it. Just completely strafed on in to pick up that kill. Now, 5 versus 3 here. See if Hellraisers can turn the tide, because this A bomb site is going to be under attack any second. They do have two people here now, and Adren going to pick up the one kill. Get right, picking up one more before he goes down, and now Adren trying to fall back while reloading, and Alu won't let him. So now Oscar going to be all alone. The bomb is already on the site, so he can't even catch that crossing on over. Not really an easy round for him here.
Oh, that was a very nice smoke timing coming in from NiP. Execute, Get Right opening the way as well. And well, now Oscar, you're kind of in the situation where, yeah, he just tries to attempt a shot. Nicely done there by Alu. Doesn't let him get away with that AWP. That was very well done. I mean, there was time for NiP to get out there and hunt, but
yeah,
double AWP, okay.
What really annoys me about people not wallbanging it is you can actually do it with the AK. It's one of the few places where the AK can actually shoot through as well. So
and how much damage does it do?
It's not an overwhelming amount. Like we're talking like anywhere between like 7 to 9 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, if you have 30 bullets, that's fine. And if you got someone waiting to shoot people who are trying to jump off the box, then it's definitely still, I think, viable. Well, Mo gonna get the early kill there. Oscar did spot somebody out for. Is not gonna hit the frag either, so no exchange of damage on over here. But with Alu already gone, if Hellraisers win this round, NiP's economy is gonna be completely trashed.
And Kucher's already in position in NBK, as we can see. Adrian, this is where it gets tricky. Yeah, vent shot, and Adrian's going to have to back out. He doesn't go for his snacks, doesn't decide to cancel it out and give away his position. He's just going to back off, play it safe, maintain that man advantage here. No reason to take any risks. And with that door open now, Oscar, he's thinking, okay, maybe it's time to get in here, actually see if I can't take a shot. Nicely done here by Mu as well. This could actually catch the man off guard. Exist no longer does.
Let's see, this is a close range with the AWP, so Kucher has to stay alive, otherwise he's going to get overrun here, Mo. And Kucher catching Freiburg, looking the wrong way. Get Right, the only one left alive, 8 health as well. He's going to go down. Great round for Mo here, picking up a quad kill and putting Hellraisers at 14 rounds as well. It is looking very good right now for the CIS team. They're just 2 rounds away from picking up their first win here at the EE Pro League.
Yeah, this is it. They're right on the edge, and NiP, of course, they're going to go for a 4-spy in this situation. They have to. They're desperate at this point. They do get some nades on Freiburg, but they're just so low. 2 smokes, a single Molotov, just a handful of flashes. It's going to be real tough versus the double AWP, fully equipped Hellraisers here. And NiP, they aren't going for any kind of rush, it seems, either. Taking a little bit more time, although they are trying to get into mid fairly quickly here, so this could get interesting. Exist right on the edge, going for the pre-fire into vents, but he's not going to be able to hold his own. He gets taken out.
And Adren wanted to fight again. Angel might get caught by Get Right. He heard it coming in. He picks up a double kill. Oscar right behind him to go down, and that obviously opens up this B bomb side a fair bit. Mo trying to see if he can catch anyone crossing. He actually gets the leg shot, and Kucher takes down Forrest, and Mo all the way across the map. Oh, sorry, Kucher all the way across the map. It's going to be Mo here, alone close to the bomb site. So in spite of them actually turning into a 2 versus 2, literally by the time the bomb goes down, they're still in a really bad position for this retake.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. Because they still have Alu, exactly. Alu's holding over here in B halls. He's going to be able to take the shot onto Kucher. Easy shot for him. And Mo had to absolutely at all costs hit that shot onto Freiburg, and he doesn't get it. So at this point, yeah, it's back off, look to save, and hold on to your gun for the next round. That was, I mean, a lot of that just comes down to Get Right, though. Again, it's like nothing super well thought out, nothing crazy. It's just him waiting around the angle. He hears Angel rushing. And that's the main thing, I guess, is that Hellraisers, they didn't try and go for a sneak attack. They were pretty blunt, just trying to run in. And, well, you give Get Right that kind of chance, he's not going to let it slip up. He's actually going to just slap you around. Where is he at? He's at 21 frags now, Get Right. 23 for Kucher. Kucher's actually keeping up the pace, though. This is really solid work from Kucher.
Yeah, and I mean, pretty much everyone is, I feel like, on the Hellraiser side. Oscar having a slightly tougher time at the moment, but I mean, a stand-in, that's kind of to be expected. It's a little bit hard to just go completely mad there. Hellraiser's economy, though, is slightly broken. They're trying. That's a 3rd grenade raining in. Look at the damage being put out here. Get Right and Alu, both very low on health, especially Alu very nearly dead. And Angel lands a dirty deagle headshot in the middle. It's going to be Exist to take down Oscar.
It was a nice shot in there. Exactly. Mo's going to have to come back over here. He's got that AWP. We're just hoping to get lucky here, Angel. I mean, that was, talk about some overkill as well. Headshot onto Alu, and Alu already had like 6 HP. But let's see. Mo, is he going to get any targets? There is a man waiting in mid, I believe. Yep, Forrest. He's already worked his way out here, so he could try and look for that time, for that angle. But instead, they're stepping over on the A site. I'm curious if this is just a fake attempt, because they have left Exist all the way back over on B, and that bomb is still waiting in garage.
Forest with a bit of an opportunity there. Angel trying to see if he can get the refract. Mo gonna pick up a kill here. If Hellraisers win this round, it'd be disastrous for NiP. They're a man down as Freiburg picks up the kill. It's gonna be down to a 3 versus 3, but look at the clock here. 30-some seconds left. Angel drops, and that was the only defense in B. And Freiburg waiting patiently, gonna pick up the 1 kill, and I think Mo even just gave away his position then, so seems like it's gonna be the round for NiP.
Yeah, and Freiburg had to stay alive at all costs there to keep Mo boxed in. That would have bought time for the man in CT to actually maybe even get the kill on Mo.
Yeah.
But getting a little antsy, getting a little hungry for the frags, and now instead it's going to come down to slow, steady work here. I believe Forest is already on the way. Although, no, it's Exist all the way back in Garage. Forest is mining the bomb. So they're seeing if they can't find Mo, but I mean, NiP right now, it's just round after round right now, they're doing pretty solid work. This one was a bit too expensive, though, considering Hellraisers, they were only running with an eco and the AWP on Mo.
So at least saving an expensive rifle, and we got to remember as well, Hellraisers didn't have a lot going into that round. It was just, you know, a couple of deagles and a really good triple grenade on top of the boost. Again, very nearly catching 2 members for NiP, so pretty significant damage there. 14-11 and NiP. They don't want to give Hellraisers that first win here. They want to see if they can deny them.
Yeah, that's what it's all about at this point. Let's see. I mean, NiP, there was a time when, you know, you never, ever counted them out of a map. They were always capable of coming back, no matter the score. It's been a long time since those days, though. Still, against Hellraisers, they are capable. They can actually get this done. Angel looking for a bit of a pop, though. I think he's getting flashed out as well. Freiburg full flashed, and Kucher in the meantime takes out Get Right, but there, Freiburg actually finds the kill on Angel in mid.
Yeah, pretty good job, and I think Kucher got spotted here behind Forklift. Has to switch back into the bomb site. So they are playing quite heavily around the squeak. Dota Dren going to pick up the kill on Freiburg in the middle, and the bomb is dropped all the way back there. Someone has to go and pick it up. Plenty of time for that, though. Right now, Hellraiser's coming up with the better trade. And they just don't really have a lot of grenades in NiP for any kind of execute either. Just a double flashbang here. See if they can make that work. Forest with an important kill on Adren. He's going to bring it back 3 versus 3. And that bomb being boosted up in the middle right now. Alu's got the bomb picked up, and he's actually going to go back into main. So see if they can sandwich up highway. That's a really big risk right now, especially considering the time that's left.
Yeah, 40 seconds left really doesn't leave him a whole lot of time. And yeah, exactly. He's trying to push very aggressively, straight up. Get eyes on a short Forest. They know that they're starting to run out of time. 30 seconds, and Kucher still waiting in NBK. He's blind. Forest can't actually spot him. Mo hits the shot, drops Alu. That's the bomb now dropped in the middle of nowhere, and Kucher peeks out, takes out Forest, so it's going to be down to Exist. 1v3 scenario. He gets sprayed down. Kucher just continues to deliver for Hellraisers on this map. 3 kills for him in this key round. That puts them up onto match point now. NiP really going to be, well, with their backs to the wall. They just don't have any money. Again, a force buy for them.
So 4 rounds in a row for NiP into overtime, and to do it with, they've got 2 Galils, 2 Deagles, 1 P250, and a bit of grenades as well. Not looking good here for the Swedish Ninjas, I'd say. They might be about to give up a map here to Hellraisers, and also Hellraisers' first win in the league. It's going to be Angel pushing into middle and spraying down 2. All headshots so far. Pistols out as well, looking for a bit more. It's going to be the quad kill Angel. He shuts down all of NiP, and now Get Right. Gonna be alone. What a way to finish here. That was beautiful. They
haven't done a single point of damage to Angel either. Does he get the perfect? Does he actually get the perfect ace to finish this? That would be just so godlike. He's gonna spot Get Right. Come on, it has to be Angel. He has to get this one. But Get Right takes the fight versus Adrian, and there it is! A perfect round for Angel.
Wow.
100 HP, 5 kills. Talk about a brutal finish for NiP.
That was very cool. I enjoyed that a lot. That was well played, Angel there. Finishes it off. That gives Hellraisers their first win of the tournament. Very good stuff indeed. Kucher also playing super well. They even played with a stand-in in Oscar, who did have some pretty high impact frags, but obviously not top fragging or anything like that. Still very, very interesting. And NiP, not as crazy as we've seen them in the last couple of days, so a little bit more in tune, it seems. But
like, what were they going for? Triple op and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, but that was the really, like, we didn't see, like, any kind of really mad rushing or anything like that. You know, I think the triple op was really, like, the most nuts thing that they were going for.
They stopped,
interesting.
Stopped having fun, Anders.
Yeah.
They started taking it seriously.
Can't do that.
Kucher was already having fun, and Angel was already having fun by then. So it wasn't possible, man. There's just too much fun on the server. There's a finite amount of fun that you can have. Hellraiser had the monopoly there.
Yeah, they already claimed all of it.
There was
No,
none left.
we're having all the fun.
None left.
All right, well, that's the first game of the evening. Obviously, we do have 3 more games coming up for you guys, so it's going to be very interesting. I think SK is playing next.
I do believe.
In a bit of a tough game, if I'm not wrong, either. Are they playing Envy, or is it...
SK versus Envy.
Yeah,
exactly.
SK Envy. So,
on train as well.
And on train. That's going to be a really tough match for the Danish team. But I don't know. We'll see if they can put something cool on the board. It's going to be right after this quick break. Them coming in this game, and I'm not sure we've really seen that all of it yet there. We do have Config, who's like an up-and-coming talent in the Danish scene. Everyone's super excited and picked them for all their, you know, their Vulcan games or whatever.
Well,
but
the people,
yeah.
they know what they're doing, right? But then Alex...
No, Alex.
Alex skimping on config. Bro, seriously, we're going to have a sit down. We're going to have a talk. Because this guy is crazy. And, okay, so far it looks like SK. All right, well, let's see. I mean, we're not going to count Kiyoshima out of it. He can still do something. But it looks like they might be getting that CT start on train. So that would be solid for them, definitely. I think they need all the help they can get going up against Envy. So this is the perfect start here for SK.
Yeah, I mean, any little bit that they can get to put themselves in a good place, I think that's definitely not the wrong call here. And obviously, starting on the CT side, if they can pick up the pistol and, you know, maybe those USPS, you know, long range tapping away. It's definitely a good map for it. You can get some good shots in before anyone does anything.
That's right, Anders. Apparently, you know, meatball sandwiches, they do exist.
They are a thing. Yeah, I had 100 million people tweeting me. Very good stuff. I've never tried one of those. I'm kind of excited now.
Well, you know, I feel kind of ashamed. You know, I've been there for years now, and I still haven't had a meatball sandwich. I've clearly got some work to do.
Yeah.
Time to get into the kitchen.
I mean, in Denmark, the only places we really get meatballs is when we go to IKEA.
Yeah.
The IKEA canteen is pretty good, actually. I enjoy that.
It's like the whole point of going to IKEA, man.
Yeah.
At least you get a good meal for the most part.
It's like, I mean, it's like, obviously, like, it's not like, you know, gourmet type food, but it's like, you know, it's just, it belongs in IKEA, so you go there to eat it.
Okay, can you say that in a Samuel Jackson accent?
No. I wish, though. I'd be very happy if I could.
We'll work on that. I'll work on my Vincent Vega.
I was about to build this up, you know, saying, you know, Cillian is perfect position with USPS, but he gets tabbed with the Glock twice and dies, and Freeze coming up with a good kill here. Kenny charging in and might have already exposed himself here. Freeze will take him down. He seems to be on point these days, landing another headshot. NBK trying to hold close here, but Conflict's coming for him. He's going to go down. NBK winning that fight. Modi coming through the headshot. Freeze going to get the third headshot of the round for himself, and now it's all on Happy. 1 versus 2. They need to get on it here. Modi's got the kit. Freeze trying to hold on, and he's going to hit that shot. Happy knifing away, and it's the wrong angle. The defuse. It's going to go through. Happy. The stab is just 1 second too late, and that's going to be SK winning the round. That happened for a long time. He was just swinging away inside that smoke. Couldn't hit anything.
Oh, man. Heartbreaking. We've never really actually seen that get pulled off, have we? I think Get Right managed to pull it off once where he shanked the diffuser. But, like, to actually see somebody get so close. Happy.
Yeah, but Get Right also had a horrible misstep on this map in the previous version of it. Yeah, it just feels like knifing people in smoke's not as easy as it seems.
Yeah, even though, like, the pros, they do say that that's, like, the preferred method, right? Spraying, you might miss your target, but with the knife, at least, you get that hit confirm in. Well, so far, Envy doing what Envy do best, which is basically, you know, do big damage in that follow-up round. And there again, Kiyoshima takes out Freeze. No heroics from Freeze this round. And it's going to be down to Modi and Asilian. Modi already doing some work, nearly picking up the second kill as well, but now he's exposed exactly, and Happy steps in there, gets that frag.
Oh, man. SK. That kind of start, and then the instant reply here from Envy, which you're absolutely right to call out. It's what they're so well known for. Grenade here should be finishing off one, but no! They managed to get just out of the blast zone there, so Asilian, not much of a chance here. If he could steal the M4, that'd be great.
I think they spotted him, or did they? I mean, Envy right now are just trying to play it smart. They might be, yep, exactly, trying to, you know, canvas the bomb site, see if they can't pick up an M4 here. And already they've sent a man out on the hunt. Oh, and if Happy actually runs into Asilian, this is going to be heartbreaking. Asilian, yeah, just stay where you are. Don't show yourself. Happy, he's waiting for you.
So M4 is going to be saved, but Envy still win that round. Very unfortunate for SK. All the hopes and dreams they'd built up in that pistol.
I mean, Freeze, man, he just went ham. And okay, there we go. So SK, I was curious, where are they going to go for the force buy? And they are actually going to try and make it happen. So Config and Forest, for them, it's going to be, yeah, real touch and go work here. Couple of flashes. There we go. Smoke picked up on Config. And Freeze looks like he wants to get up to AWP, so he isn't going to fully commit to this force. Maudie with the scout, though, looking to see if he can't find a headshot. He might get a chance here, but he misses the shot, and, well, Kenny doesn't miss his. Cadian holding up close, baiting his teammates, and he's going to be able to pick up the first, and he gets the... No, he runs out of bullets on the second. He had him dead to rights. Kiyoshima, one more bullet.
Yeah, you know what they say. All good things come to those who bait.
Stop, Anders. You just ruined matchmaking for everybody now.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, fourth round is coming up, and we'll see if SK can bring it back on track here. I mean, this round's going to be a little bit more tricky. They have bought 2 Zeus, which is really good, because, I mean, Semler's round is ruined at least.
Thanks, bro. Just don't stop. I mean, Cadian, Asilian, seriously. Oh, they are trying to get up close. Look at this. Asilian. Oh, he tried to go up, and he's actually going to be able to get the backstab here. This could actually work out for Asilian. Is he going to be fast enough, though? They're running back up at him, and he doesn't get the shot. He actually did get the shot off, but he missed. Instant headshot there from NBK, so good. Take Asilian out. Get Cadian, too, while you're at it.
I like that play from Asilian. I think that was a good idea. I'm still all about that much sought-after run boost Zeus play that I've been talking about.
You see, if you were to go for something like really baller like that, okay, then I'd be all right with the Zeus kill.
It could be excused.
But just like the herp derp, I'm going to set in this angle.
Whoa.
Okay, Happy.
That was a nice shot. You expect nothing less from Happy at this point, but still, good way to end the round. He's also at 6-0-0, so moving into the 5th round here, it's finally going to be time for SK to make a buy. We've got the AWP and Freeze, and I've got to say, the way that he's been sort of tuned in the last couple of matches we've seen, I am kind of excited to see him up on this map. I think it could be a good way for SK to get themselves back in the game.
And we might have a double nade to Asilian and Config. I think they're going to be chucking those straight into A main. First one goes out. Asilian, no. B-site. But he was running with it in his hand. But it does look like that nade into A main. No targets yet. Not sure. Yep, there it is. But he can't actually pull the trigger. He's still stuck on the ladder.
Nice flick, though, even while flashed. That was on point, and Config gonna pick up 2 more kills here. SK off to an explosive round here, the 5th round, and Happy, he goes down with a smoke. What just happened? SK.
Freeze.
That was very cool.
Yeah, Freeze is, you weren't joking, man. He's lighting people up right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Freeze in Global Offensive is like his inconsistency has meant that people are not even really interested in talking about, you know, like the good old days. But obviously, if you go and search for like, you know, on YouTube 1.6 Freeze, you'll get some interesting highlight clips for sure.
All right, well, Apex, a little bit off to have your entry fragger holding the bomb. Yeah, he's going to chuck that back over to Kenny. Kenny, of course, going to be taking a little bit more of a passive role. He's looking to see if there's going to be that peak. There's the delayed HE, just doing a little bit of damage to Kiyoshima. But it looks like enemy, they've had enough of the A site for now. They've had success on the B site. Well, actually, no, they got shut down in the pistol, so... But they did actually have success. No, never mind. In the force buy, they went B. It was all right. I wasn't wrong, per se. Like, my brain is trying to play tricks on me, like, are you sure about that, Semler? It's like when you don't remember if you've locked your door or not.
Got to get that brain under control, Semler.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, flick, not going to be hit this time around. Good jump out through the smoke. Asilian simply getting overrun. Too many angles for him to cover, and he ends up going down. It's Apex to open it up. Bomb goes down, and nobody has died yet, except for SK, who loses Config as well. And now they should actually retreat. There's no point in trying to retake 3 vs 5 this late when the bomb is down. So Maudie dies as well, because EnVy are already hunting in the A bomb site. Cadian, he's trapped, but he might not even know it yet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're going to be boxing him in. Both players for SK, nowhere to go. They have to fight their way out of this trap. And there it is, spray from NBK, and Happy finds the headshot onto Cadian. No save here. They could actually do whatever the hell they want, EnVy. They could go for double op if they wanted to. Happy could have picked that up. But it is just going to be straight AKs with the single AWP on Kenny. And SK Gaming with their economy reset. Oh, man, Freeze even tried to save some money, and it looks like, yeah, okay, it's going to be the quasi-buy. He'll have an AWP in the next round, so that's basically thanks to him managing his money in case they did lose the round. So it's not going to be the end of the world here. Doesn't mean that in the next round they aren't going to have an AWP for Freeze.
Oh, I mean, it's like an emotional rollercoaster right here for SK, isn't it? We'll see if they can bring it back in their favor. Config picking up a kill, but Cadian going down, and so will another 2 of his teammates here. It's, you know, win the pistol, yay, lose the following round, oh no, then lose another round, oh no, then, you know, you just destroy Envy, it's like, yay, and then they lose again. It's just like, I don't know. It must be a bit rough at this point.
It's like they want to get off this emotional roller coaster. They're tired of this ride. I mean, it could be a worse ride, though. You know, they could be going for like... Oh, silly. You just made Anders so happy.
There's that flashbang that so many more people should be throwing, and it's so simple. You don't even have to be global elite.
Is it a new flash?
I mean, it isn't even like it's even hard to take credit for that. I just showed it in my video because it is really, really easy. But it's everyone should just do it. You just look at one spot on the floor, in the ceiling, and then you throw that like underhand throw, and it's always going to be good. So there's no reason not to do it. That's why I'm getting very angry when people don't do it. It's deeply upsetting.
All right, well, let's see. It's going to be the duel between Freeze and Kenny now. Both of them looking towards the same area. Flash there to force the angle, and now Freeze, he's got the advantage. He's got the angle, and Madi, well, Madi takes out Happy, but then Kenny catches Freeze peeking, and that's pretty much it. Into a 4-on-4 shot there. What was that?
Maybe a little bit nervous.
Is that a team shot, Madi? Did he actually take Config's face there? Because that's down to 58 HP, and now, well, Config, luckily for him, actually gets the drop on Apex. Double kill for him, doing big work, and Madi's there to take out NVK as well. So Kiyoshima now in a 1v3, but the damage is done. And Config, man, he just continues to deliver for SK.
Maybe it's like a, you know, team bonding thing, just getting themselves fired up. And
that was a bit of a hard slap on the ass, though.
Yeah.
Slap on the face, not the best.
Shot to the dome, and he comes out with a double kill. It worked. Kiyoshima just sneaking around out there. Again, SK finding each other and looking almost a bit surprised there. Kiyoshima might actually have a good chance of getting this if he can get the one kill in. Still 30 seconds left. Config running away, and I'm not sure if that was heard by Kiyoshima.
Does Kiyoshima check sniper, though? Yep, spots him. 20 seconds left, and now all he's doing is just waiting for Asilian to peek. And he might try and go for the fake plant. He's got time for it. He wants to find that angle.
Fake planted once.
Oh, man.
Wow. Now he has to hold it down. Still very tough position now for Kiyoshima. Trapped in the back here. Config rotating back in, and Kiyoshima spraying, and he gets that shot on the Cillian and has time for the reload again. Config only has a smoke, can't really do much else. Then just go and fight Kiyo at this point, and he's going to get the headshot. So nice round here. A triple kill for Config, and that was a bit of a tense situation there.
That was sick. That was sick. How much damage does it do if you actually get it to? Because that's a thin metal sheet. Yeah. I mean, it looked like he was actually hitting pretty hard with the AK there.
Yeah, I think it probably does do a fair bit of damage.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, it's so hard to tell these days with, you know, also, like, inconsistency in the materials.
It's one of those places I actually haven't checked too much with the regular wall bang, so I don't know the exact value. I usually check all of those things.
I was about to say, Anders. How many hours have you spent on train? But I mean, still, that was still a great attempt by Kiyoshima, and it's definitely going to be tough here for SK, because if they lose this round, I mean, one player surviving, that's not good enough for them. They need to be winning rounds with like 3 to 4 alive. So Envy, they have a great chance here to just shut down the Danes. Madi, though, is he really going to try and go for the push here? Is he really that brave? Or insane? It depends.
Well, the problem is, that particular position is one that people have started wallbanging a lot where Muddy is standing. Because you can just shoot through the ceiling here, or the floor, and there it is. Happy, he's going to keep going. He gets a lot more in return, though, because you know he should shoot the other way, too. And he's down to 21.
There we go, flash. There's Asilian, full flash. He does get the incendiary down. Apex not going to get that entry, down to 12 HP Asilian. This is looking very interesting now for SK Gaming. Forest. I keep calling him Forest, but it's Freeze.
It's because he literally has the wrong name, but Happy now. Going to be in a 1 versus 4 here. It'd be good if he could do a little bit more damage, but he's kind of low on health as well, and that's going to be Config picking up the kill and get SK another round. The problem is I don't think he can even change his name, because it has to do with like the system with which he joined the server. They do need the name which they signed up with, and Freeze not thinking that far ahead.
That's right. That's right. He's had this name for so long now. Whenever he plays ESEA.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how we know this nickname. Apart from obviously like the historical aspect of it back in 1.6.
Yeah, pretty much.
But in Go that is. Yeah. All right. Well, getting into this round, at least SK, they managed to dodge a pretty big bullet there. Envy, though, looking to apply the quick pressure. Good Molotov there to force them out into the open, but Madi still manages to find one. That has got to be one of the longest distance sprays we've seen in a long time, though. Apex taking out Cadian, pretty much cross-map.
Yeah, at range of it, a lot of people probably would have tried for a spray as well. Cillian picking up 1 kill. Can't land the last bullet on Kenny. Still looking pretty decent here for SK, even as they take some grenade damage. Bomb is going to go down for Kenny, and he's got only 5 health. If they landed 1 more HE, that'd be it. Kenny escapes the Molotov and is now roaming around, catching a Cillian with a headshot. And now Happy, he's up here. He's got the health. Modi going to be chiming in, but he goes down. And wild spray coming up. Kenny walking in underneath. He gets a shot now. It's Freeze versus Happy. How on earth did Envy come back in this round?
Does Freeze actually get that smoke down? Yes, he does. Puts it down to block off lower. This is so smart by Freeze. He's going to tap that bomb. He's going to draw Happy out, and Happy actually just gets the spray onto Freeze. No anti-clutch this time. Bomb goes off, and yeah, Happy can't save the AWP, but the damage is done, and he's even got the money for it. No problem at all if he wanted to.
So, I mean, if a Cillian hits that last shot there on Kenny, then he just dies, but instead Kenny stays alive and gets a double kill before he actually drops. I mean, it's ridiculous, and now Envy again in such a good position. The roller coaster continues, Semler. It's just, it's not a fun time here for SK.
No, right now we're definitely in a low part, you know. Envy are at the high part. They're like, wee! And it just continues. Apex, though, he's going to get caught. And they've been doing so well. What is this? When they have pistols, they just start hitting shots, SK. Finally, Kenny gets the spray, and Cadian, he actually made it work. For shame, Cadian, for shame.
NBK, crisp in a corner. Maybe just a bit of a tan. There's not that many volts. Hiroshima getting off a good click there on Cadian, but he's being shot at, and it will be Freeze to pick up that kill. So SK, they win the round. A couple of pistols, even a Zeus.
They're like, I don't even know, man. Like, how is it that they just get these pistol rounds? Like, it doesn't seem like SK can really be that effective when they have the rifles. I think they've won like 2 rounds where they had rifles, but as soon as they get the pistols, it's like party time. Boom, we start landing shots.
And now they're going for a double up setup instead. Cadian also picking up 1. I feel like the best part about the Zeus has to be that ridiculous sound that people make when they die. Yeah. That's very satisfying.
That actually sounded more like a cat or something. I don't know what that was. Yeah, forget that ever happened.
Oh, Cadian.
Right on the toes.
Gonna be maybe double peek here. And Apex to go down first. Cadian with a grenade out, and they're gonna walk right into it. So that's a good grenade. Good value there.
That was a nice fadeaway, yeah. And Happy, he picks up the 1 on Namadi, but not a really important kill at all. Envy, they only get the 1 out of that eco, so not nearly as dangerous as we expect to see, and that is a force buy as well for Envy, so that's going to reset them here. Whereas SK Gaming, they are managing to hold. A lot of this is coming down to, I don't know, I want to say the individual plays. They actually managed to just keep control, though, and I guess that's mainly in part due to the fact that Envy had no rifles that round. They had a bit of a YOLO approach to it.
So all things considered, SK have a way of getting sort of back into this game here. We can tell they should be able to survive with a couple of members alive right now. It's going to be a B push, and it might be very fast once they get going. A Cillian holding close, and he could use just a little bit of good fortune here. I think he's got 2 kills so far in 12 rounds, so that's not exactly great. Be nice if he could pick up a couple of eco frags here just to boost his confidence a little bit. Freeze in a good position. Are they going to line up for him? He actually misses the shot, and that means they're going to get a bit closer. Second shot also missed, and a Cillian goes down. It's Apex to open up, and that means it's going to be a bomb plant here. A bit scary round already.
Oh, this is like the worst nightmare for the Operas as well. You start missing that first shot, and it's like you can't hit any of them after that. And now Kenny's going to be lurking his way closer, but there we go. Freeze picks up the 1. Happy, though, he knows that somebody's close. This is going to be big. First kill, it spots out, and he is actually going to draw so much attention to himself now. Madi jumps up and actually, no, gets shot in the back by Kiyoshima. 2 on 2, and Happy can't land the key frag. That would have turned everything their way. Now it's down to NBK, and he's going to get caught in the back by Freeze.
Yeah, so they are going to go for the defuse, and they'll be successful as well, but it's only barely. If Happy lands one of those 2 AWP shots, I mean, maybe especially the second one, that would have been really scary. So SK in a round where they should have been able to come out with a lot of money. They still have a good bank, but tiny bit scary at the end there. 7-6 and the 14th round coming up here. Envy, they've got an AWP of their own, and it's on Kenny.
Well, now's the time. This is going to be another awkward force buy situation for him if they can't actually pull this off. So let's see. I mean, is it going to be more just straight up aggression from EnVy, or do they want to try and go back to those picks? Because Kenny has been pretty good at finding that opening frag for EnVy. And wow, actually Cadian's the one to try and change things up. Readjust, and he's actually hanging around. He will land the shot. Headshot through the box onto Kiyoshima. But Apex in the meantime is taking out Madi. So again, 4-on-4, and this favors EnVy.
It definitely does, and they've got so much time as well to look for another opening, and Freeze covering Ivy here. Not going to get the flick this time. Looked like it should have been a slightly easier one this time. Apex going to go down to Config, and Freeze will fall to Kenny, so they just keep trading frags left and right. And MBK trying to be aggressive over here. Cillian caught looking the wrong way. Not sure if he was trying to dodge a flashbang or anything then, but looked like he was a little bit preoccupied. Config looking for one shot here. Almost takes down Kenny. Another bullet, and it would have been home.
He just got team flashed as well. Sure, you had a bit of a heart attack there, Config. But they're buying a lot of time. 40 seconds left here for EnVy.
Oh, they're on opposite sides of the train. This is ridiculous.
MBK, does he check?
Oh, he will. Oh. Poor Cadian.
That's like heartbreaking. Now Config's only got 32 HP, and yeah, he's kind of stuck. He doesn't know if this is going to be B or A or where that bomb went. Kenny is waiting to see if he can't spot him out. And Kenny will find him. No, it's NBK who robs Kenny of the kill. That looked like Kenny was going to be dead on as well. Bonus $300 in Kenny's pocket. But more importantly, oh, he doesn't get the plant in time, so scratch that. But they get the 7th round here, EnVy, and it's going to put SK Gaming down into a bit of a hole. But they have plenty of money, SK Gaming, for a full buy and even a double op setup. Okay.
Yeah, they had the bank for it. But I mean, I think giving up the round is really the big problem, right? 7-7 is not exactly great when you're on the CT side. Well, don't want to count SK out of it necessarily, but I think it's going to be a really tough second half for them either way. Need to see if they can win this round, and they're going to be a double pushing down on Ivy. Kenny scoped up on the other side. He jumps up in the box, and nobody hitting any shots. There's Cadian, but MBK with a 1 frag return, and Config to take him down. So a favorable trade here for SK. Now they just need to close this round out and at least get up to 8.
They have the rotation already coming out. Yep, that's a Cillian working his way back onto the B site. So he was about to rotate over to A, but then good call coming out here from Cadian, making sure that the defense doesn't over-rotate. That's so important at this point. And EnVy, 7-7. It's a 2-on-4. We've got Kenny still alive. Misses the first shot, and now, yep, Freeze has got the angle on him. Drops happy. It's going to be Kiyoshima. Well, what can he actually do here? There's just too many guns, too many bullets. Needs to find the headshot.
Nothing similar. He's being shot in the back in about a second, so it's going to be all over and done with. Modi picking up that kill, and I feel like we haven't seen too many like crazy flashy kills from Modi here, but he's actually been doing pretty well. I think he ends up like somewhere near the top of the scoreboard for his team, like 12, 13 kills, something like that. So overall, not doing such a bad job. We can't tell right now, but once the resets, we'll be able to see again. 8-7 favoring SK. I mean, again, you've got to. You kind of feel bad saying this because it happens all the time, but if they just won the 2 rounds following the pistol, could have been very interesting here. You know, they could have been finishing at maybe 10-5 or something like that.
Yeah, something. I mean, also had they won a couple of the rifle rounds. I mean, really, the only thing really keeping SK Gaming in that game was the fact that they actually managed to win 2 anti-ecos, or eco rounds for themselves, really. So that's what actually really changed things up a lot and kept EnVy's money in check towards the later part of the half, is just the fact that they were letting their guards down. But then sometimes you really see that out of teams where it's just like they get a little bit, is it more brave? They just manage to play a little bit more confidently when they have the pistols, probably because they feel like they have less to lose, so they just start hitting headshots. Whereas with the rifles, you know, they're feeling a little stressed out.
Yeah, I mean, it could be something like that. I mean, I've got to say, in terms of stress, I've been pretty impressed with how Config's been handling himself. Because, you know, it is obviously a little bit easier if you're just racking up a lot of eco frags, but he had a couple of good clutches where he was, there was a lot of pressure on him, obviously. True. So he's been handling things very well indeed. Second half is coming up here, and we'll see if SK can pick up the pistol and even more importantly, pick up the following rounds. Seems to be the biggest challenge facing EnVy.
Freeze is stuck. He's only got the Glock. He doesn't have the USP this time. Kiyoshima peeks into alley, and now the push is going to begin. Timing is pretty... Well, timing was going to work out for SK, but then, yeah, Kenny lets him walk right past it. He's just getting them to line up. There's a crossfire established. Kenny with 2, Kiyoshima with 1, and that's the bomb dropped now that SK Gaming, they have to battle their way through the entire EnVy roster to get to it, and it's just not going to happen.
Wow.
Slaughter,
I mean, that crossfire was so good. I was a bit worried. I was going to say, okay, Kenny maybe pulled the trigger too fast, you know, especially when you miss that first shot. If the next guy coming around the corner is burst fire and just glocks the corner, you're going to be gone. But didn't turn out that way. So overall, it was really good job there for the EnVy lineup. Now, I think that's going to put SK in a very bad spot. Also, no bomb plant. Still not going for Tech-9 armor or anything here.
No, yeah, exactly. No bomb plant. They're really trying to think. I think they're thinking about freeze. Has to be that. Apex is going to have a field day, though. Kishima here with the 5-7, looking to see if he can't get something out of this. And he hears the man dropping behind him, and he's going to be able to pick up the 1 kill and nearly the second one as well. I thought that Kenny got the team kill for a second there.
But it could have been close, but only Kiyoshima going down and see if SK could come up with something. You know, the fact that they didn't buy anything that round, more or less, sort of, you know, makes you wonder if they would go for like a little armor or something. Here, yeah, but no.
If they'd got the plant, they would have absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If they got the plant, that would have been perfect for them. But now they're just going to keep feeding Kenny and NBK. I mean, Kenny got 1 kill with the MP7 last round. He could probably get a little bit more here if they happen to run into him. And again, SK going for a default setup as well. NBK heard the footsteps, so he's trying to set up just in case that rush comes through.
3 deagles. I mean, EnVy have got to have some appreciation of that, you know, some nod of respect there. Yeah. Config will take down Kenny as the second frag of the round. Freeze climbing up here, scouting.
I think Config is earning his respect. You know, he's not. I mean, that's how it works in CS. You don't get respect for free, but Config for being this new blood, basically being added onto SK, he's certainly stepped up and actually delivered quite a performance, I think, versus some top tier teams.
And it doesn't really happen that often. I feel like there's like a really good space in between, you know, one guy showing himself on the pro scene, and then, like, you know, we have like a cooldown of like half a year or something, and then, oh, someone else. All right, yeah, that guy could be kind of good as well. It does take a long time, especially if it's somebody that we haven't really been able to track too much, sort of coming up through, you know, even something like Simple. I think we like people who played a little bit of attention knew about for a while. Before he had like a big breakthrough, but still, he was playing for a long time.
I guess that's the thing, and there's always that excuse, right, where it's just like, oh, he's new, right? You just need some time to shape up, and then, you know, eventually we can see some crazy things, right? But just Config hit the ground running.
Well, we're going to be in a buy round finally for SK, and they will trade early on. Apex for Modi, and Freeze scoped up here looking for an angle, and this ESEA is going to be walking right into that shot. He was focused on the ramp. Happy was counting on that.
Yeah, no surprise, no surprise. And I mean, now we look to Freeze, basically. He's got to be the man to open things up here. He's just searching for a target, but nobody from EnVy is really moving. The only man who's making steps is Happy, rather, over on that A site, but he's only going for like shoulder peeks behind the bomb train. Doesn't want to give anything away for free. And this actually allows for Cadian to walk right up here into the angle, catches out Kiyoshima, but then Kenny takes out Config, and it's going to come down to Freeze now. Can he catch the man in alley? And it doesn't actually happen.
Almost got that shot home up. Kenny is going to go down, and Cadian, 45 seconds, has the bomb. He gets dinked right through the smoke. Oh, and the Molotov going to go up and does only about 2 damage to him, but still, he's trapped back here. I actually do have an HE grenade on Happy. He's going to throw it right about now. No, he changes his mind. Going to be a flashbang first.
That's how you finish in style, Happy. Oh, or you just die.
It's the other option here, but NBK in a very, very good spot.
Cadian's going to be able to get a plant out of this, though. Oh, but he jumps up onto the train. I thought they would just try and commit for the plant, but he didn't know where MBK was playing from. He didn't know if he was on the other side of that bomb train.
So just to mention something, I mean, when Freeze gets to walk that far into the courtyard and nobody's showing themselves, I mean, it almost worked out for Cadian actually walking behind there with the AK, but you kind of wish that maybe someone had like thrown a smoke or something, because that could force CTs to come and look at what's going on.
Sure.
Put down a smoking connector or something, maybe someone's going to change their position.
I make use of the nades, do something to try and change it up, but it's just EnVy right now getting more and more momentum. At least SK are inflicting some economic damage. Look at this Kiyoshima. Going for one of the few wall bangs. And if he goes for it now, ESEA might be in for a bit of a surprise, but ESEA changing up. I mean, we can see thanks to the X-ray. And now Madi's like, wait a second, this is a little awkward. He actually tagged ESEA in there.
Yeah, I mean, and those wooden windows up there, there's almost no damage fall off shooting through those. It's really, really easy to do a lot of damage there, so not at all a bad way of playing it either. We'll see. SK, you kind of wish they'd get a chance to prove themselves in the second round here, but the way that Envy is shaping up now, it might not be possible. NBK was the lone survivor in that last round, so it was close, but they might be able to survive with a bunch of members this round unless SK could really surprise us here. Happy pushing on close through. A little bit of madness here.
So smart by Happy, but he's going to get over one. No, he still gets one. Point blank. Trades 1 for 2. That's good enough. And now it's going to come down to config, but little do they know he's over on the A site. And actually, they're going to figure that out right about now where Kenny, he's going to be checking towards connector. Easy frag. More than enough time for a man with a kit to get the defuse in this situation. And Kenny is actually shooting him in the face, but again, models change based on who's actually seeing him, so it might have fallen differently there on Kenny's monitor. The ragdoll effect, right? You know, they fall in different ways for everybody.
True.
So.
Yeah, that is, I mean, it's a problem that almost never has any impact on the game, but every once in a while.
It was like the places where you think about it is like a short on Dust 2,
yeah.
You know, the stairs, right? If the body falls in a weird way, you know, one guy can see the other maybe, you know, or like Connector, Mirage, same kind of thing.
Yeah, it could get a bit weird at times. It's double up on both teams, and Modi doesn't care about sniper rifles. Is going to peek in with a very aggressive peek there to take down Happy. That must have left Happy wondering. Quite a good shot.
You know what I keep thinking is that they actually have like some exoskeleton arm, you know, that's actually holding a gun as well, right, over their shoulder. So it's like Apex is looking one way, but the arm has got the other gun trained on the other direction. See where I'm going with this, Anders? Cyborgs, man.
What I was thinking is more like, it's like, you know, Counterstrike RPG, you know, you've got the weapon selected, but you haven't really pulled it out yet. You're like shuffling through the different, it's like showing you freeze, a little bit of a slow sort of, you know, almost like the barrel of a tank there, but he gets the kill, and that's really what matters. It will be 4 versus 3, and over at this A bomb site, Kiyoshima is feeling maybe a bit lonesome. Kenny is going to show up with an AWP and getting ready for it. He actually gets that kill, but goes down Acadian. And Kiyoshima waiting for NBK to come in here. They've got still a chance to do this, especially with Kiyoshima being right behind them here. Silly and going to go down. Bomb is implanted, but only just.
Now they're so worried about Kiyoshima. NBK was hoping that somebody would peek, and well, that's not the kind of peek that he was looking for. Cadian, great shot onto NBK, and now it's Kiyoshima again in a clutch situation. He just keeps finding himself in these 1v2. Finding himself, rather, in these 1v2s. And there's the first shot, but he's not going to get the follow-up. Freeze steps in, gets his second kill of the round. Can't save 2 AWPs, sadly, but if he had an exo arm, it might have been possible.
Yeah, I feel like you should be able to pick 2 up at the end. Just carry them with you.
You're like, yeah.
Well,
Right.
12-9, and the money for Envy is running out. SK are actually playing, I would say, some levels better than I expected. This is actually much better than I thought they'd be able to. I imagined this would be kind of a crushing defeat for them, and even if they end up losing every round from here on out, I'd still say it's pretty well. It's a pretty good job on that part.
This is such a nasty angle. Look at this. Ah, he's just trying to make it work.
So close.
So close. Yet so far.
Sneaking through, down towards the sidewalk, and NBK completely oblivious. No clue that he's about to get shot in the side of the face there. Cadian to open it up, and that is really tricky. There was no indication that was happening. No flashbangs, no smokes as warning, and Envy just decided, nope, we're not even going to try. That's a great way to win a round.
So how would the North American scene call that kind of play? Scrimmy? Is that it? Pushing 3 through smoke onto lower like that?
Maybe, but I mean, it is just like it's really good. We see it emulated on Dust 2 B-bomb site. Sometimes people just walk in without any flashbangs or smoke.
True.
Adren from Hellraisers loves doing it on Mirage up in the apartments, just, you know.
Yeah, he's like the master of that though, right? Up on balcony.
He is.
Like, he always seems to find that timing to go through that smoke and find a pick on a site. You're right. So the glass disappears as well.
Yeah.
All right.
The blast. Just within the radius. 12-10, and look at, I mean, EnVy, the fact that they survived with 4 rifles here is obviously pretty big for them, because otherwise they would have been completely out of money. So yeah, it's a good call on their part. They realize there's no point in fighting it, and they don't want to give SK too many ways to get back in the game here, but they are slowly crawling back right now. 12-10, let's see if they can find another couple of openings here. Freeze gonna be right down Pop Dog. See if he can get a shot on somebody. Did he spot the face? There is a guy up there, and Freeze could have got him killed there. He realized maybe a bit too late.
There was an opportunity missed, but still putting them on notice a little bit. They have taken quite a bit of damage across the board, though, SK, all things considered. And now Apex, yeah, buddy. Now Apex starts to go for the tricky stuff. He starts to get real close to the smoke, hoping that they're going to play aggro again with the AWP, maybe trying to check that same angle. And so Apex, he might be able to pull a fast one here, but unfortunately for him, nobody's waiting there, Apex. Pop Dog is free. Nobody.
Modi hoping that someone's going to come and play aggressive there. It's a pretty good spot to be in, frankly, because even if a smoke goes up, sometimes you can sort of just look over it. So it is a bit tricky.
Oh, the angle there, that's got to tell Happy that somebody's... Yeah, exactly. There you go. And Modi takes no damage because he's up on that ledge.
Yeah. Happy. Is he going to go for more spray? SK, we're setting up for an execute towards that A bomb site. Bomb going to be picked up again, and looks like it's going back to Pop Dog for a little while here. 25 seconds. What kind of madness is this from the Danish side of there? You really need to move a lot quicker than this. Kiyoshima landing 2 headshots before Modi takes him out, but Kenny with the return, and now 14, 15 seconds left here, and it's going to be Freeze going down last. Waiting that long is really a really risky choice. I feel like that was uncalled for.
Well, you saw that I think it was Modi who was still waiting around on B side trying to draw attention, and he did actually succeed in that. NBK and Happy, Happy thought about going back to connector, but then he came back as soon as those flashes started going off. If they'd had maybe like an extra 10 seconds to work with their SK, just a little bit more time so that they could have paced themselves properly instead of giving Kiyoshima 2 headshots by rushing, that might have been a totally different situation, because at least they only had 3 guys to deal with on the A site. In the end, it's not going to work out, and, well, look at that. Freeze again going for that angle. This time, does he get the shot? Oh, my God. He just can't quite get it. It's like a pixel.
There really isn't a lot of space there to get the shot. He's going to be walking right back into Kiyoshima, though. Just a little bit careless, and that will be a big opening for EnVy. If we bring up the scoreboard, what's the money like for SK here? It's kind of important. They've got almost nothing left, so this might be their only chance to stop this from happening. Otherwise, they could be out of money, and EnVy might just run away with the game here. Kenny falling back around the corner, and they don't really want to risk it and chase him.
Yeah, and Kiyoshima's waiting as well. Kiyoshima's actually covered from I was about to say T-Main if they actually did try to push out their SK, but one thing is they actually have to go and get the bomb. And so they got 1 kill. They forced Kenny out into the open. They got the kill on him. And now it does make EnVy have to worry a little bit about that split onto that A site. But it seems like SK, rather than try and commit to the A site, they're thinking B. The only thing is, Happy's really close in connector. He might be able to help NBK out pretty quickly here.
Nice Molotov there, because they just put down the smoke, so they knew that they were going to run that way. NBK, that's a money Molotov there. They're going to have to make their way through Config. As a grenade, cheek grenade is silly and going to be on the bomb plant. NBK getting close there, and the flash on Config means you can't see a lot. Another flashbang rains in. 10 bullets left. NBK still hasn't found their kill, and now they're going to go for the fight. Headshot on 1. Asilian going to get the refrag now. It's 3 versus 2. Let's see if they can actually hold on to this bomb plant. They are on the site as well. Apex goes down, and so will Modi as the last person for SK. So plenty of time for the defuse. Kiyoshima with a quad kill. He's been getting a lot of frags here in the second half.
Yeah, he actually warmed up as well, because well, I mean, it's also him just constantly getting into these kind of clutch situations, so he's always getting these kind of kills. Even if he loses the round, he might take one with him. But yeah, quad kill. That's 2 like back-to-back rounds where he's really done a lot of hurt.
24 frags on Kiyoshima.
He's actually taking the lead now. Happy was leading. Happy's actually dropped off a little bit, surprisingly enough. He's been sitting around that 20, 22 like for a while now, so Kiyo's coming back into the 4, and it is not going to be a forced buy out of SK Gaming. They're actually going for overtime.
Well, we'll see how far it's going to last here. I mean, I really do think SK has been playing a lot better. I think Threes has been hitting some pretty good shots overall, and Muddy was playing better than he was last time, which is, I think, is exciting. I'm still very interested to see if these 2 players are at any point gonna want to sort of really come back 100%. Because I feel like they haven't yet. I feel like they're still lingering on that. I've got another job and I've got other things, other commitments I rather would focus on, and I'm just playing this as like a hobby for good old times' sake. But this round, kind of a shutdown, nothing much really happening, and 15-10. Envy, 1 round away.
And it's Asilian who's going to have the money for the AWP, drops that over to Freeze, trade AK, and now, well, what can SK Gaming try to go for? We haven't really seen many A executes or anything of the sort, actually. It's been a lot of just like lurk their way out through main, see if they can't get something done there, or just kind of, you know, waste a lot of time and then run in, but no real like smoke rounds, big smoke rounds being executed here by SK at all.
Yeah, I mean, generally, I think that smoke execute has sort of faded a little bit. People have figured out how to counter it, and maybe it's just become a little bit too obvious. So, just gone out of style for a little while here. Good opening frag on Muddy, and Apex being flashed in. Going to try and check the corner. Freezes in there, and Apex turning his back, but Kiyoshima's there to help him out, and somehow SK don't even get a kill in that exchange. How does that work?
Yeah, that's... I mean, that's Freeze basically hesitating. And then point blank shot, quick scope by Happy. And well, Config now, I mean, he has been the hero for SK. He's been doing great work for him, but he's got a lot on his hands now to actually try and get this. And look at that, the counter flash is coming in. It's turning into the flash fight, and Happy doesn't miss the shot. He had 1 shot to get it done, and he actually pulls it off. Config, no heroics there, and a 16-10 win for Envy. So SK, man, they're still on that losing streak. They still can't seem to actually manage to get something going for themselves here.
I mean, from Envy's point of view, though, this is a team where I don't know if it's going to come down to a round difference for Envy, but if it is, they'd probably like to farm a lot of rounds of a team like SK and just say, all right, we should be able to like 16-3 these guys, you know, just run them over and see what we can get away with a lot of rounds. So 16-10, I mean, yeah, it's a win, but I feel like SK put up a pretty good fight here.
Feels like a lot of Envy's wins have actually been pretty close right now. As like season standings, you know, 54-56 in the rounds like win-loss. So it's, you know, they're actually like -2. Like, yeah, they need some. They're struggling a little bit. That means that the wins. It's not like Fnatic who are at 93-60, who are just like stomping people into the ground. Envy it's scrappy wins for them, it seems.
Yeah, true.
So, well, I mean, as far as that plays out, guys, you know, that's towards the end. If there's any kind of tie, any sort of situation like that, round loss can actually be the thing that settles it. Who's going to go to the LAN and who not? So you want those clean wins. You want to have that decisive victory, that 16-10 or no, that 16-8, 16-7, something along those lines to give you a little bit of wiggle room.
Well, I think the next matchup is actually a domestic match between SK and Dignitas, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, day-on-day action. That's right. That could be very interesting. Yeah, it should be, I think, a good game. Teams and players know each other pretty well. Well, if you haven't missing anything, obviously this is going to be the 3rd game that's coming up. Now, we've already done 2 of them. If you missed them or if you've missed the last 2 days' action, then go and check out the Score Esports and download the application on your iOS or Android device. You can go and check it out right there. Yeah, that way. It's always hard to know. But yeah, definitely go and check it out.
It's like,
yeah, a bit of everywhere.
All over the place.
I've
learned my lesson at Fragbite where I'm like, yeah, it's over here. And I always point over the wrong shoulder. And I'm like, okay, it's like somewhere in this general vicinity, guys. Yeah,
but definitely go and check it out. Maybe see if you can do it in the break here that's coming up before we get into Dignitas and SK in just a couple of minutes. Ridiculous for them, wasn't it?
I still think we kind of have to put Dignitas above SK right now. Just as it stands, Dignitas, they have experience with this lineup. They've been together long enough. I mean, even with Schneider added in, it's not as huge a change as like the change in leadership for SK, and then obviously bringing in Madi as well. But no shenanigans in this knife round. They're going straight at it.
And also, Dignitas having qualified for a major tournament means they've got a lot of pressure on them to improve and just to make everything work at this point in time. They will be winning the knife round and starting on the CT side, and SK Gaming on the Terror side. So we've got mostly a sort of a Dane versus Dane lineup here, but there's a Swedish player on either team as well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, a little bit of I like that, a little bit of a combination just to shake things up. But I mean, Madi, does he count as a Swede?
I don't know. He has been living in Denmark for a while.
Exactly, right? You know, he's been there long enough where he might be a convert by now.
Yeah, it could have been.
We kind of just have to give him he's just been accepted into the Danish population. Okay, well, enough of that. We're going to be getting into the pistol round, and they are just going super aggressive right now. AC just. What was that? That's that moment where you're like, put on the brakes, turn around, and it's too late. You've already driven off the bridge.
That was slightly nuts, especially as there was no one following him, no kind of flashbang in from apps or anything. He just went for it. Schneider gonna go a little bit aggressive here as well. Takes the fight against Config and drops him down to 60, but he himself even lower than that. And he's gonna go for it again here. Grenade on out as well. This might be his end. He's gonna drop. He did not do enough damage, I think, for that to be worth it.
No, they're getting... Like, this is Dignitas trying to force things, really. And yeah, it's just not gonna happen. SK just roll over them in the end with the numerical advantage. I mean, SK Gaming, they just had everything going for them after getting those 2 entry kills on the A site. But yeah, that felt like really, well, I suppose Dignitas being a man down with AC at the beginning, they kind of have to do something crazy to get back into the round. But yeah, that was like really intense from Schneider, just trying to force it out in the end. Nicely done, 2 headshots.
KB having a good time, but I mean, yeah, I think also AZ's rush down there. I mean, I think Dignitas are going to be coming into this game as well with a really strong feeling that we are the better team. We'll crush these fools, and it's that could be good if that kind of aggression really works. But it could also be, you know, a bit of a problem if suddenly SK turn out to be a bit tougher than maybe Dignitas were expecting.
Yeah, now it's going to be down to Dignitas basically to just calm down, deep breath, reset. And while, I mean, Kirby, it's nice that he managed to hold on to the Kevlar. Not going to be the huge advantage, like a big investment on his part, just a grand on a Deagle and a smoke. And it's not going to be the full buy. That's Dignitas have already shown that they've made the adjustment in their play, that they don't really go for the force buys in the second round anymore, that they try to prioritize nades in the first buy round rather than try and risk it all out of Envy. But that kind of peak you can go for, Kirby. I mean, if you get the headshot, it's super solid.
Wow. MSL, inspired by Kirby, wanted to do a little bit of Deagle action. He just gets grenaded to bits. Without the body armor, they do a lot of damage. So he's going to be gone. And second round here, even though there's a bit of damage on Asilian, it's still not really enough to I think, shake SK too much. And they're playing this really well. You know, a bit of a stack over towards Banana, just making sure that they can clear that out while they've got one guy covering from behind. So with that kind of opening from KD and with the SMG, it's going to be very tough, I think, for Dignitas to do much damage in this round. But Pimp might be in a position to do something.
Well, considering there were 3 kills over here, or 2 kills, they might be thinking that there's nobody left on this site. They are doing a good job of checking it out. Asilian will be able to win in the end. It was a little bit too close for comfort there, though, down to 14 HP. But you have to give it to SK. They didn't actually just walk in there and assume once they got that second frag that was it, that they had the bomb site to themselves. They still took the time to check everything out. So good attention to detail there for SK Gaming. You want to make sure that you're not really giving up those easy frags, making those mistakes that'll cost you. You want to keep all 5 players alive in this kind of situation.
They've just felt what happens on train, you know, when you suddenly start losing a lot of rifles, which EnVyUs is really good at doing. So, yeah, it's going to be a good economic start anyway for the terrorist side this time around. And the fish over in that B-bomb side, they're going to be all gone, Semler.
Poor fish. What have they ever done to anybody? The thing is, though, is that they probably just existed. You know, I guess that's the thing with fish. You know, there's not enough there in a fish.
Have you ever had fish, Semler, like an aquarium of some sort, little fish tank?
Actually, we did way back when I was like a really young kid. We had fish, tiny little fish. You know, those little exotic, like really colorful ones.
You know, there's 2 fish in a tank. One says to the other, "Do you even know how to drive this thing?" We're going to be moving on here. It's Moddy and Freeze to open up with a couple of kills. There's a big stack at top, Banana, and a grenade comes out.
Isn't that a Gary Larson cartoon? Like little...
I have no idea.
I think that's a Gary Larson. I think I've read that before.
It could be, I saw it somewhere on the internet and thought, this is so dumb. I'm gonna have to try and... I think it worked just about as I had imagined.
Yeah, it did cause my brain to derail there. For a second, I was just like, okay, where's the joke in this? Right. Well, 1 kill. Cadian.
What is this?
Is he actually...
Yes, Cadian. Oh, he almost gets stamped down to 5 health. I love the effort that he put into that, you know. That looked like he really thought the matter through. But it's going to be finally a buy round here for Dignitas. They do have 3 M4A1s. Semler, are you excited? That's right. They haven't picked up a Zeus either or anything. I mean, are you loving it?
Yeah, I like Cadian's AK as well. But, 3 M4A1s. That's right, bros. Good on you. Stay true.
Don't give up just yet.
Pew pew lasers all day.
It did work pretty well for them on Cobblestone. We'll see if they can do it again here. They are rushing up down Banana and trying to put a lot of pressure on here. MSL making sure that no one's holding that corner. They spray once again. MSL picking up a kill. They're coming through with this crossfire, and Kerby's there. A complete shutdown here. Freeze, last man left, and not a chance in hell to get this round back. The bomb is down as well. A 1 versus 5. It will be MSL picking up a quad kill. Great defense put up over at Banana, and just SK, after that initial spray, he emptied a whole clip and hit nothing. I think they thought, all right, maybe he's falling back, or at least we'll have a timing here. And Kirby was there as well. It was very good stuff.
Yeah, that was the perfect bait in from Dignitas. And that's just, I mean, that's unfortunate because MSL did start off flashed, but he managed to tag them up. He had the angle down, so he got 1 kill, and he tagged the guys following up as well, so they get bogged down. That sets it up perfectly for that crossfire to work afterwards. Pretty much ideal situation. Multi-nade down to bottom mid, and they're going full all-out aggression here, and there it is. Madi never knew what hit him. But Freeze is still around.
Yeah, gets a good kill, a very important kill, in fact, on MSL, and now they're sneaking up through the underpass here as well. A couple of shots being put up on Kirby, and Conflict waiting down here. This time it's Schneider's turn to make a graceful leap down there to take the shot. It's going to be Asilian trying to follow up here. Cadian gets a kill. They are trading, and it's working out right now. It's 2 versus 2. SK stabilizing after all that fighting going on in the middle. Bomb they need to go back and pick up, but still, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's what's so dangerous about that mid push, and that's why it's kind of been phased out. You have teams that tend to go for it every now and again, and it's really just a luck of the draw. If you can catch them at bottom mid and like firmly catch them in that sandwich and mid banana and towards T-spawn, it's great. But if they've actually put a couple guys into second mid, it can fall apart like this because all of a sudden then you're hoping for the crossfire. You may get that, as we saw with Madi, but then you're going to get caught in one as well.
Oh, but look at Pimp here. Are they going to check? This is a very unlikely spot for him to be in, so they might just walk past. He's going to instantly take the shot. Had he waited a second, then Freeze would have been there too, and it might have been all over here. No scope on Freeze, and now he's going to get the bomb down, and AC is miles away from the bomb site. So this is a mad round. This is what I was hoping for, Selma. Just, you know, back and forth, fierce action, and SK really sort of asserting themselves here, showing Dignitas this is not just going to be a run-over game.
No, man, and this is a nightmare for AZ. What does he do? Smoke goes down, he flashes, that gives away his position. Now Freeze knows which way he's coming from. He's actually just going to go full YOLO, straight jump. Is he actually going to find him? No. Doesn't even check. He gives a cursory glance at Pit. AZ just takes a glance, but he doesn't actually get anything done in that situation. And once that smoke goes down on long, it's pretty much an impossible situation for him anyways.
So, a round that started off with a kill going in favor of Dignitas, a very aggressive move to push down the middle like that. Usually it's something that people do a little bit later on in the game, but so I kind of like the fact that they try and spring it out this early. But Freeze with the first kill, and he also finished off the round, obviously, so a triple kill in total for him, and a very good job indeed. Now they do have money still on the Dignitas side, and they're going to go for a very similar setup here. MSL pushing in, this time no spamming, but anticipating a counter boost on the other side.
Yeah, and just a single nade as well. Trying to change up details here to catch SK Gaming off guard. AC just contemplating life. Knifing the wall, deciding he needed to do some interior decoration here. Might be able to get that timing down with the flash, so we'll see if he actually gets any joy out of that. But Madi, so far for him, it's a bit rough. He's down to 16 HP. SK Gaming have done a pretty good job of forcing nades out of Dignitas, though. That's the important thing to note. It's so important that they actually manage to make sure that there are as few smokes and flashes on the map as possible. Yeah,
I mean, 50 seconds left. They have this one on Kirby, and if they just move up here and put a little bit of pressure on, he might just go over a little bit too soon. He's got MSL spotting for him, so they're going to want to see if MSL can spot them before anything happens. That smoke goes in. Kirby going to put up his at 40 seconds, which is not such a bad timing. So, I mean, good job on Kirby to try to just keep it alive here. But once it's gone, they still have about 20 seconds to push through. And then Dignitas is just going to have to fight them straight up.
There we go. Flash in, and they've managed to fall back. They've got the crossfire scenario here as well. It was a deep Molotov behind new boxes, so this is actually going to be pretty ideal here for Dignitas if they can get this crossfire to work. And there we go. They actually keep it alive for a little bit longer. Nice nade onto Kirby. That's max damage, down to 21 HP, and he's just going to get pre-fired down, but that bought enough time for Pimp to get into position to at least trade.
Oh, and almost no time left here. Pimp, if he gets a shot, the bomb will go down, but Schneider's there to pick up a frag as well, and now it's all on Modi. Zoned out on Banana. He actually might as well run away at this point. There's pretty much no way he's going to be able to save this. So, first of all, he's got 16 health. He's got no grenades, and the bomb is so far back in the bomb site, it's not like he can just peek out and try and take a couple of shots. He'd have to fully commit to it. So, Modi, not much of a chance there. The round going to go to Dignitas.
No, Freeze unfortunately was in a position, yeah, the op was dropped over there. Yeah, Pimp just picked it up, so You can't even really get a big save out of this situation, out of this round. Just holds on to the AK. They get the bomb plant, and it looks like that's just enough to call for the force spy here on SK's side. So they want to keep the pressure up on Dignitas, which is the correct move to make in this situation. I mean, you could have gone for the eco and played it safe, but if you can afford to get 4 rifles, a Tech 9, and actually a pretty decent nade count, yeah, this is solid. SK, they just want to make sure that they don't allow Dignitas to get comfortable here. And now, well, Pimp, he was hitting crazy shots the other night, but it's not going to happen this time around. Misses that opening opportunity there.
If Dignitas can win this round, it seems like SK won't really have enough money to continue to buy. So, I mean, a lot, I think, hangs on the balance here. There's still nobody really running away with this game. So it's all about stringing together just a couple of rounds here, and you could be having a decent first half anyway. So, see if it's going to be Dignitas continuing to pick it up. This time they've got a lot more utility as well. They have not just the smokes that they just put down, but 3 Molotovs still to go.
And they do have 3 kits as well, so they do have time to play with. Minute has just ticked past now, and it is going to be the mid push. There's the flash setup from Freeze. It's going to go off right in the eye. And Pimp holding on short. AC gets caught, and this is it now. Can Pimp find the shot? He gets juked, and this is so scary. He does manage to back off just in the nick of time, but he loses his support in Schneider. It's all down to Pimp. Good flash to hold off the one. They needed to line up, though, and he's actually just going to get overwhelmed in the end.
Wow.
B defense rotating over, but the job is practically done here. It's so tough now for them to get this retake going.
Yeah, they need some really quick kills, and MSL is low on health as well. Kirby might have to do a lot of work here, and picks up the AK and runs away instead. A pretty good call. I mean, they would need a very, very fast kill to bring it back there. So Freeze, again, you know, he's just doing a really good job. 7, 1, and 2. Man.
This is his night. He seems to be just fired up. I mean, against EnVy, it just wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough, no.
You need a couple of them to be hitting shots like that, the way Freeze is. But
yeah, but I mean, the other night too, I just, you know, it'd be interesting if we could get at least some sort of, like, you know, talk with Freeze and say, you know, where are you personally at this point? You know, where do you want this to go? Is it just a hobby, and because you used to play at a pro level, you're still you know, got a little bit left there, or are you willing to commit? We've seen, I mean, recently there was an interview with Sonic, and he said, if only I'd known that the game would be this big, I probably would have kept playing. Freeze, I mean, obviously was at a top level in 1.6. You got to wonder if maybe he's feeling a similar sort of, you know, wave coming at him there. You know, oh, you know, a little bit more if I get back in it.
Drive to achieve something here. I mean, when basically you get into a major with the sticker money, it's so huge.
Yeah. Well, grenade on down, and Modi and MSL having a fight here. A little bit dangerous because it's all about the headshots at this range. They're going to try and see if they can spray, and MSL will be able to get the shot there. But when you end up wood stack there, you can easily get dinked, and it is a little bit scary.
Yeah, and I mean, all these players, they just frag so hard. It's a really easy shot for them. So MSL actually manages to get out of that ahead, and now SK Gaming, they're down to 4 players, but they still have quite a few nades to work with, and they're right on the edge. There it is, flash out, there's their opportunity, one guy into pit, and Pimp spots the man, and again, AC will be able to do big work there. 2 kills, keeping control of that situation, and Pimp still hasn't given away the fact that he's alive on this site, just goes leaping down to get the final frag, denies Schneider the pleasure of a double. But still, that was a solid hold from Dignitas. We need more like that, though, for Dignitas.
Yeah. But they might get a chance here. I mean, the fact is that SK just do not have enough money. This would be one of those really risky rounds where if they did go for Tech 9 armor, they could almost bury Dignitas in this first half because of the economic situation. But at the same time, if they don't, they sort of buy the Murray right back in. And because they've been trading rounds so effectively at SK, I feel like it's kind of warranted for them to just cool it down and say, we already got 5 rounds. You know, if we just if this pattern continues, we'll end up at like 8 rounds in this first half, which is great.
I'm thinking that it's also just like make sure that Freeze, if he's the one top fragging, if he's the one beasting right now, make sure that he has his op so he can continue doing so. Just make sure that you have everything that you need. So again, aggression here from Dignitas. They just early aggression at bottom banana, making sure that SK Gaming can't get too much map control early on. Does that even?
No. I don't know what Asilian is doing.
Just making noise, basically. Like, pay attention. Hopefully this works. Yeah, look at this. He's just trying to max out on the noise.
Let it be a situation now where he's going to need some of those bullets. You know, he ends up running out, trapped in a corner with a Glock. Nice grenade. 91 damage to Freeze. Oh, touchdown. Freeze and Config both gone in just a single HE there. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, now there's the flash. There's the peek. Pimp gets overwhelmed. Madi with that Tech 9 up close, and now Madi's got a gun to work with, that AWP. And he just runs out into the open.
I have no idea what Madi was just doing. That looked very confusing.
Is he trying to cut? I mean, he might have been trying to cut the rotation off, I guess, get into library, but... Okay, well, I guess, you know, you're just trying to go with the flow sometimes. And it doesn't always pan out for you, so... There we have it, guys. It is going to be the 10th round. Full buy for Dignitas. No surprise there. This is going to be the big key round for Dignitas, though. If they lose this one, again, they just get their money reset. SK Gaming, though, they are going to go for it. And Freeze doesn't even have the AWP, actually. So it's just AKs across the board. And I'm curious to see if they're going to try and go for a bit of a turn of speed. And there it is. Well, what a shot from MSL to open things up. Madi, it's just not his day. On Train, he was struggling, and it continues to be a bit of a rough job for him here on Inferno.
And I'm really wondering if this is like... This way of playing Banana is very, very reminiscent of what Glaive used to do. And it wasn't it Glaive, Pimp, MSL, Niller, and a couple of other... one other person on that whole lineup. So I'm sort of wondering if MSL remembers a little bit about how Glaive used to play Banana here. At least some sort of, you know, distant resemblance to it. It's kind of interesting. Very, very, very aggressive. To the point where some teams playing against Glaive would even like just try and stop taking Banana so much because it was really tough. Yeah,
it was hard to just, I mean, well, SK kind of learned their lesson, right? Trying to go for the flash take. That's what you risk when you run through that smoke. Then you just try and change up the details. You change the pattern up so it gets really difficult for SK to predict. But here we go, Kirby double, and again, it's that crossfire. And Kirby, MSL just tearing it up. He loses his teammate. Nice flash, but then he gets the timing with the flash as well, so no luck there for Cadian. And while Kirby, solid round for him. 3 kills, just holds the line. They can't even get up there. And now, SK with no plant to work with means that, yeah, it's going to be an eco round for them unless they decide to force. That just wouldn't make sense, though. They should just eco and cross their fingers, go for like an apartments play, something like that. Just hope that they can YOLO onto that site and get a plant.
Yeah, they have bought a single flashbang as well, so maybe leave KDN in middle and then everyone else go second mid, pop flash into middle and just try and see what you can do. That would be a fairly reasonable play, but they're actually all going to just train, see if they can maybe rush up Banana, and MSL is here ready to receive them. He instantly falls back, and Kirby's there with the follow-up Molotov, so no chance to chase him down. And look at AZ. He sees an opportunity and takes it.
Yeah, he wants them frags. It's been a bit quiet over on that A site. And well, yeah, this is just, whoa, nicely done. Config and Madi as well. There we go, getting a little bit back. Now they can actually work their way up onto the A site. The only problem is bomb is dropped practically on top of the B site. They're in just the wrong place. So Kirby gets dropped down to 12 HP, and it's going to be down to Config now. And Config really just hoping to catch somebody out of position. Wants to get that backstab in if possible. Just make it a little bit more expensive here for Dignitas. If Dignitas can keep the 3 players alive, this is solid work from them. But if they lose an additional one here to Config, this is going to be a little bit of a problem for their economy.
Yeah, 45 seconds, so he could definitely find an opening. I'm not sure if they realized that he snuck back here. Kirby actually thinking that that might be an option, but also not entirely sure. Config did he see it? No, he didn't. Oh no. He's gonna check anyway. This is very impressive. I have no idea how that works. Gonna be running right in, sprays down a second player, and now it's a 1 versus 1. 25 seconds. If you could just get that bomb. Pip is back there with the AWP. Maybe not the best weapon for it, and the Molotov might just keep him occupied here. He gets a little bit of damage through, but Config picks up the bomb, and now it's 15 seconds. This is very impressive. Triple kill so far, and he's back here putting it in. Pip not quite sure. It's gonna go down. This would be an insane clutch. 20 more bullets here in the M4A1, and Pimp is coming a little bit closer. Config peeking around and gets a headshot on Pimp, and that's going to be the clutch. Amazing play coming out here. 1 versus 3, and in a round that they should have never even been close to winning. All right, then.
That's going to rock Dignitas. That's the second time now where it's come back to bite them, the over-aggression, right? They went for the aggressive play and an anti-eco. That's twice.
That is just, I mean, you're absolutely right, but it's also, I don't know, to play that, that requires something a little bit more. It's very, very hard to keep your cool throughout all of that.
I mean, what we consider Config to be pretty much like the best rookie right now.
Yeah.
Because he's come out of nowhere. He's just now only just now getting lands, international lands. And he's playing at a totally different level than the rest of his team, it seems. He's able to just come through so many times. And in DreamHack London as well, he was outperforming everybody else. Like, he was the one doing so much work for SK. really heartbreaking that they weren't able to go deeper into that tournament and that it was Copenhagen Wolves that ended up winning against them.
Wow, that was very interesting.
Yeah, Dignitas, that's the kind of round as well that can just wreck your half, your confidence. Now it's going to be a real struggle for Dignitas to get their heads back in this game, and there's still a few rounds left here. SK Gaming, they could do worse damage. Nice flashes to force them back, but there's a man waiting, and there's 4 players on this A site right now for Dignitas, so if SK were to commit, 35 seconds left, it really doesn't leave them a whole lot of time. If SK, they need to commit right now, but there's 4 players here. This could be brutal. Dignitas, they have everything they need.
Look at the time as well. The bomb is still in second mid, being picked up by Modi at 20 seconds. KD with a really good opening, but because there's so little time and still 3 members on this bomb side, I'm not sure they can make it through right here. AC gonna burn alive as Cillian picks up a good kill. Pimp still holding strong, gonna get the double spray down, and with 9 seconds left to actually make it onto the site. And Kirby now is gonna have to try and clutch this 1 versus 2. That's such a risky round here from SK, but it pays off.
And they heard the steps as well. They know exactly where he's coming from now. So Freeze playing from pit, they basically need to make a mistake now, SK Gaming. They need to peek out, they need to get impatient, they need to go and hunt for Kirby, and this is really well done here by Freeze, by both of them. Just holding the line, holding their crosshairs, and exactly. Kirby, with no easy targets to work with, he has to back off. There's too many crossfires that he has to worry about if he actually tries to crack onto that A site. But yeah, apart from MSL, but I mean, that's just that was the risk. With 4 players alive on that A site, they still weren't able to react, Dignitas. Losing that last round really rocked their confidence.
Wow. So 7-5, yeah, I think you're right. I mean, and their confidence, but also their economy. 13th round coming up. They saved the M4, but that is pretty much what they've got here. We'll have to figure out if SK, I mean, SK could win up with a really powerful first half here. They might actually be able to take their first win of this tournament tonight.
With how they're playing, right? And against, you know, that's also the thing. When it's a head-to-head match like this national, when both teams hail from the same country, there's so many layers, so many levels. They're just so familiar with each other's play. Wouldn't be surprising to see Dignitas fall to SK just because SK are going to know all of Dignitas' tricks. They're higher up on the food chain than they are. They study Dignitas daily.
Oh, Config and also a Cillian opening up there with some really good frags, and Schneider, he is going to steal that M4 and wants to go aggressive behind it. The bomb is right in front of him here, but Config lands the second headshot, and he's going to let him pass. He sees that pack on his back, so kind of has to take him down. Can't really let him go. And now Schneider, he's got the kill, yes, but it's very hard for him to actually do anything to hold on here. It's good that MSL has shown up. Schneider sprays down 1 more player, and MSL doing as much as he could there, I think. SK still going to win the round, but at least it was expensive.
Yeah, at least they made it. Exactly. They had a little bit of an impact. Still the money on SK to buy, though. And now this is it. Dignitas, 14th round. They're just going for the buy as well, but they're so light. It's light on the nades. They do actually get the M4s, though. So this is it. I mean, of all the rounds, this is going to be the one that really just turns it over. SK, though, can they actually just press up? I mean, right now, SK have been doing a pretty good job. Look at Dignitas, the way that they've decided to actually start playing this as well. There's no longer that aggression, the seeking, you know, bottom B control and trying to deny banana. Dignitas are just sitting back, super passive, playing from the site.
MSL could have been a good angle there, but Modi just a bit too quick with the AK. Another good opening here for the terrorist side. Schneider going to peek 3 people here. Is there going to be a flashbang to help him? No, they're going to double peek instead and even trade. That's about as well as it could have gone there. Schneider could have peeked on his own and just died, but the timing was such they just trade kills, and still 3 versus 4 favoring SK.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that there wasn't an extra man there from SK. With Schneider shooting into the wall like that, the man watching should have spotted that and said, wait a second, guys. But Madi is just manhandling the defense on this B side. MSL and Kirby both gone. He's got time for the smoke. Bomb is making its way up here as well, and this is going to completely shatter Dignitas. SK should actually be just out and hunting at this point. Make sure they can get both of these guns off of the defense. They're not going to have anything to work with Dignitas in the next round unless they can hold on to both of these guns. This is it. Yeah,
and Modi hears you as well. He's already out there, a Cillian too, so pretty much I think that's the smartest choice right now. We're going to go into the 15th round, but it will be 9-5 in favor of SK. Now it's just a question of whether AC and Pimp can hold on to what they got. And Modi, look at this. 1 more kill, just ready for it. I mean, again, the question I keep coming back to is, are Modi and Freeze going to sort of, are they going to really try and get back in here? Because the kind of plays they're making and the kind of focus that they're showing in some of these rounds, it sort of does smell a bit like someone who's been spending a little bit more time with the game. Interesting.
I could agree with that, definitely. He just has enough for ESEA. Kirby. I mean, no nades. It's all Schneider now, and that's because he was able to hold on to his gun. But we are seeing more confidence, it seems, out of Freeze as well. Like he is taking these fights that I think he would have struggled with, well, hell, even 6 months ago.
I mean, for a lot of 1.6 Opus, the transition into global offensive has been really tough. But I mean, for someone like Modi, could definitely work out. Another crouch in to drop MSL. Kirby going to come in for it. Another headshot for Modi. He might not expect a third person, and he's going to get killed by Schneider. But still, that's such good work. And they should know there's only 2 people on this bomb side as well. AC down to 19 already.
Yeah, and they're already falling back. Very quick call there by Cadian, taking advantage of the information gained. They have to be careful of the backstab that's going to be coming down bottom banana. That is Pimp trying to push in, but this is all down. I mean, Pimp, no, it's Schneider, rather, trying to push in. He might be able to get the timing here, and they are getting bogged down, SK. He runs out of bullets. Okay, he at least gets the kill. For a second there, I was about to say, you know, that would have been shameful.
And there we go. Dignitas will win it back by a slightly crazy move by Schneider. You know, that's the sort of thing you could do in a round like that one, but a lot of rounds. If you try and go that quick on the rotation through Banana, you're going to get caught by someone waiting there. And I think Schneider did the right move. It's like, I have to do this because otherwise my teammate's going to get run over. So pretty good job on his part here. 9-6 in favor of SK, so we're going to the second half. Still a very impressive scoreline for them. Some very impressive individual play. I mean, Modi's openings on Banana they've been legit.
And that's where MSL has to be really frustrated. As soon as they stop contesting Banana, as soon as they start giving up a little bit more control to SK, that was the shift. It was just that eco clutch made by Config that turned the tide completely for his team. And, you know, ever since we said that name, really, actually, it fired. I mean, not only did it break Dignitas' morale, but then SK Gaming, like the rest of them, all just got so fired up after that Modi comes alive. Freeze continues to do good work. It's really refreshing to see. Those are the kinds of plays that really just turn everything on its head. And well, now, I mean, we're just kind of waiting for things to tick over. But, I mean, it's not to say that Dignitas aren't capable of coming back into this map in a meaningful way.
They could. I mean, if you win the pistol round and the following rounds, then we're back at 9-9. And if they win that important 4th round, there's definitely still a chance. I can't call this over just yet, but it's still a little bit, I think, a little bit concerning for Dignitas. They did try a lot of different things, and I think some of the rounds that were won here, especially like those openings from Modi there, hard to do a lot about that, really.
He actually has a loud mouth. And AC is like the most meek guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, very calm, very relaxed. You're right. I wonder what kind of pistol round we're going to be seeing out of the Dignitas team here. If they're gonna have something special planned. I mean, this is kind of it's a good time to pull out something a little bit unorthodox because you do really need it at this point. So maybe it could be fun to see them go for like an apartments rush or something like that. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I kind of want to just see them. I mean, the way back into this game is for them to just reestablish control and get some confidence back. So, like, right now, maybe just go for some kind of brute force tactic. That's going to be a bit hard to do when we've got 2 HEs picked up on SK's side. Those anti-rush nades that could just go flying out and ruin Dignitas if they go too aggressive. And all of them look like they're going to go straight up Banana. And 3 players here for SK Gaming as well, stacked up on the B site. This could be really brutal here for Dignitas.
Yeah, look at the information play. Modi knows as well. He made the jump in middle. He was up in apartments. Now, look, he's checking everywhere. Modi has got so much information right now. He's really playing this one for his team. That's very, very smart. And you're right. If they are they going to circle back? They will actually manage to escape Modi's eyes there in second mid. And Cadian now falling back. What a strange round.
I'm not sure if he's picked up on the fact. I'm like, how many people actually went up mid? But then they come all the way back around towards B. What is this pistol round? This is all off of information. Modi's calling, okay, we didn't see anybody, but then Cadian as well didn't actually spot anybody trying to push up mid. There we go. He catches out Kirby, but this is pretty much it. They're going to be caught in a vice, Dignitas. Modi's going to be right on top of them.
This is completely ridiculous. It turns out in their favor anyway, and here comes Muddy. Instant running headshot, takes down one. He goes for more. He's going to get the double, but now they fight it back at AC. Still alive back here with 39 seconds and looking for a 1 versus 2. The bomb is down, yes, but he's got a little bit of space to see if he can actually work it out. Config trying to fight it out with him so far. They should really just stay hidden and play the clock right now, and that's what they're doing. Yeah,
they've got him boxed in. Because Cadian is still holding over in CT exactly through construction, and now it comes down to Config. He's just got to hit that timing right. Now they've got that line as well. Cadian, he's going to hear those steps, and the bomb is trying to get picked up. Cadian taking a lot of damage, but AC just looking to see if he can't, find the new box guy. That was it. He was just desperate to find a kill, turn it into a 1v1, some kind of situation that he can win, but very cool heads there on SK Gaming's side. And that's pretty much going to break Dignitas, I think. I don't know if they can come back from that sort of loss.
No, and I mean, they might not know yet how badly they got outplayed, but the fact that they were found out running into that bomb site, it could have. If they just rushed A, I mean, they couldn't know in the return. But if they had at that point just made the call, that would have been very upsetting for SK.
Yeah, it just kind of works in SK's favor. And so now, well, I mean, they do manage to dodge the early anti-rush nades, the early HEs, so that's all right. But still smokes, and ESEA's got that incendiary as well, just waiting to see if they're going to try and rush on through. They do have the smokes and the flashes as well. Molotov even for oranges, so this is a full execute coming out from Dignitas, but the spray is there, and a double barbecue kill for ESEA. He's even got the MP9. He's just going to make more money. He gets taken out in the end. They finally get revenge, but that was a solid hold. The guy holding an MP9 dies. SK Gaming, they don't care.
Crispy Danes there, smell of bacon in the air.
I was about to say.
All that stuff. 11-6, and we're going to be moving into the third round, second half here, and I question whether or not Dignitas have the fortitude to make it back here. I mean, they're all even on kills. This isn't a result of any sort of one person horribly underperforming. Usually maybe we see Pimp go a little bit more crazy, but it feels like SK have showed up a lot more warmed up for this match, whereas Dignitas are just sort of like strolling in and being like, oh, should be fine, no problem, right? And it's turned out to be a big problem.
Now it's going to be a slaughter. Exactly. Freeze taking a little bit of damage, but that crossfire is just too strong. Cadian, Freeze, they're just splitting it up, and now it's going to be AC once again, all by his lonesome, 34 HP. Another kill for Freeze, even more money in his pocket. 2 kills, and he's going to be able to just, well, skip his way to an op if he wants it. 7 grand. And Freeze. Wait, does Maudie hold on to the MP7? Is he going apartments? He's probably going apartments.
Yeah, I mean, you can make that work. I would always say it's a bit of a risk, but sure, if you get a kill like that, it's always a good time. 12-6 here. SK Gaming doubling the round score of Dignitas. It's the first buy round for the terrorist side now in the second half, and Maudie's going to be close here. MP7, and he wins the fight against Schneider, and can even go down and pick up that AK, so Maudie's just hitting a good level right now.
And he even saves his smoke as well. Doesn't overcommit. Doesn't make any kind of wasteful move. Smoke comes sailing in, as we saw from Quad there. Now it's going to be Cadian holding this line. They're going to face. He trades 1 for 1. That was the best case scenario for him. Had he died without getting anybody back, that would have been real tough for his team. But now at least they've got MSL kind of pinned down here in Arch. Freeze trying to spray him down, and ESEA going for the backstab, but Freeze going to get the job done on his own.
Bomb will be planted, and Kirby and AC are still in the position where they can actually do some damage in this round, but they got to be careful around the flank that's coming behind them, which is a little while away. It's actually a little bit scary because the bomb is going to be ticking for quite a while. Config is going to be there, and AC hiding in the corner, while Kirby taking care of the pit and library area. Smoke goes up again, AC goes down, and now Kirby in a lot of trouble. They're coming in from both angles, but he's going to get down Config. Still 2 more to go. That bomb is so far ticked, though. He might just be able to get 1 kill here and seal the round. When are they going to try for that defuse? That's a headshot mid-air, and Kirby gets the 1 versus 3, ends up with a quad kill, and Dignitas barely winning that round. It was a time issue at the end there for SK.
That's exactly what it came down to. And I'm really surprised that they were actually able to get up on that site. And how long it took to actually deal with MSL. That kept ESEA pinned down. Freeze wasn't able to help on short, so it was only the Pitman basically there to stop that push coming up from Dignitas. It all worked out pretty nicely there with MSL. MSL was the key. The fact that he kept 2 players focused on him for so long, that allowed his team to get up on that site. It was very well done by the in-game leader for Team Dignitas. But this is the make or break moment for Dignitas, because now they've just invested everything into this round. If they lose it, they're going to be right back to pistols, and we should see SK Gaming picking up this game. But Kierby wins the duel versus Madi.
Yeah, he almost got stabbed with the M4 there, but just wasn't enough for the kill. Still, look at the damage that's been output here to Dignitas. Modi will know that he hit that headshot, so he'll definitely relay that one is on very low health here. The question is, are they going to be going for it? They certainly have a good chance here if they try for it. But SK, they're not getting many openings. Dignitas just staying hidden, and Kirby walking up from behind, and this is going to end the round. He sprays down one, and Config going to drop as well. Great round from Kirby. Triple kill. Two of them with only 9 or 8 health there. And Dignitas, yeah.
And it looks like they want to keep up the pace, Dignitas. He had the option to save the op. Certainly asking Pimp if he wants him to save it for him, but looks like they want to stay on the rifles. They've got a good bead. They've got a good read on SK Gaming's economy. Stay on the rifles. Don't risk getting rushed down. MSL even goes for a MAC-10. Yeah, Dignitas are starting to feel it again here. SK, this is where it's going to start getting pretty difficult. It's going to turn into the grind. Can they keep their composure and just go round for round here versus Dignitas? But look at this stack. Actually, this could work out pretty nicely.
Oh, grenades coming out. MSL closed the MAC-10. Not going to be good enough here. Pimp and AC resuming the spray and getting some good kills in here. And that might just be it. Asilian, last man left in the stack. And, I mean, what could he really do at this point? Looking to do some damage and almost gets a kill on Kebu.
They're actually just going to hunt him, aren't they? No?
Wow.
I'm kind of surprised. You would think that Dignitas would just kind of barrel up there, considering they have, well, actually they're a little low on Kirby and AC. I guess they just want to play it safe. They know where this guy is playing from now. There's really no hope for Asilian to win this round. So if Schneider had been there with the full HP or Pimp taking point,
yeah,
they probably would have just hunted him. MAC-10, and wow, that couldn't be worse. That actually, poor Asilian. That's just where you got to like shake your head. You're like, okay, well, you know, no luck for me this time.
Wasn't my turn. AWP on Freeze. Exciting if you're watching the last game, because he did hit some good shots with it. We'll see. Actually, they're going to switch it over to Cadian, so maybe Freeze is not feeling confident on Inferno. That does happen to some AWPers, so that's an interesting switch. It's not even that Cadian was spawned particularly close to middle, but still, he's going to be in charge of AWPing, I guess. CT side.
Let's say Cadian. Yeah, perfectly timed on the flash, so it's going to allow Dignitas to just force him off that angle, and he doesn't decide to peek. Not going for a JW or a Kenny approach. Just decides to play safe, a la Kucher, and hold the angle. Although, that's more of a Kenny style as well these days. At least on Inferno.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen too many crazy Kenny moves, but Config up on the coils here, and so this is a really important round for both teams. I feel like if Dignitas pick this one up, then SK, like the frustration and also especially being a new team, might be a little bit hard to hold on to it. And also because I think you know, going back to Freeze again, he is one of those players, and Modi too, that they will sort of complain and point out, you know, mistakes and stuff like that. So I think the team morale could be disrupted a bit if they lose too many rounds here.
That was actually a remarkable shot by Cadian, very quick on the trigger. But AC finds a headshot on Asilian somehow. Was that through the smoke? He must have been up on the cart, found the angle. And well, now 4-on-4 situation, light on the nades here, SK Gaming. They don't necessarily have everything they need. Nicely timed flash that's going to force Config to fall back, but he's going to be able to pick up the kill, and I think Cadian got a 2-for-1.
Wow,
Only way.
did.
Okay then, Cadian, that's how it works.
That's ridiculous. Schneider, gotta wonder how that failed. 9 seconds here. He kind of just has to die at this point. When wants to take someone with him, turning around. He's gonna get Cadian, goes for a second spray, drops Config. He has not got the time for the bomb, but he might be able to live out the round and at least get the bomb down for the extra dollars. Yeah, Schneider gonna survive the round. So interesting end, but still, it's SK's round, and probably in large part due to that double shot.
Yeah, that 2-for-1 shot, that was ridiculous. Even though Config, I mean, he still managed to get some good work done there, picking off the man in oranges. It's very direct. It's a very direct approach right now from Dignitas. Just group up, and that's kind of what we expect to see out of the meta these days. It's just group up and go in as a group, as a unit. Hope to trade frag, but I guess if you line up against an op, sometimes, you know, just things don't work out for you at all. Curious to see if Madi's going to have more luck going into holding apartments this round, considering that duel he had versus Kirby where he got the headshot off, but then got wiped. Yeah,
it's a very frustrating feeling, obviously. If they win this round, though, I mean, Dignitas money is good now, but it's going to be slowly fading. That bomb plant last round didn't really do much for them, so we'll see. Tonight I've been particularly impressed with Modi's play.
Modi and Freeze both, yeah.
Yeah, they're really stepping it up, and unlike on Dignitas, I feel like Dignitas is actually a team where very often it is down to like Pimp and AZ, maybe mostly, and Schneider recently, but they're sort of usually the hard carries on this team, whereas it seems like no one's really running away with a particular scoreline here on the Dignitas side.
It's kind of like MSL, right? MSL, oh, nice shot onto MSL, just kind of cursed him there. Good nade damage onto Cadian as well, and he's actually drawing them back through, but he's going to get shot in the side. MSL, Schneider, and AZ, 3 huge kills, just wiping out the A defense, and that's going to open it up now for Dignitas to just, well, take over the bomb site.
And this is very bad. They only had, what, 2 members surviving thanks to Schneider being very annoying and dropping 2 people in the end of the last round, which means these 2 rifles are going to be very important. They have no money on anybody else. SK. Very ugly pattern developing here where, I mean, these 2 rifles are going to be what they have next round. And it's always a question of what do you do? I mean, unless they lose some here, which would be very bad.
This is going to be the key moment. And they lose the one. Config.
Wow.
Man, Schneider's just a monster.
Yeah.
Config and ESL both gone to single man.
So I was going to ask you the question, Semler, if with, given they had saved those 2 rifles, what was going to be the play? Because, I mean, you can either stack them in one bomb side or you can go offensive, try and attack down middles and just put the pressure on. But now that's all gone. It's going to be the Zeus instead. A double Zeus. Can we get another one? Triple Zeus. Quad Zeus. Come on, Modi. Oh. There's like an auction here going on. I was ready for it. I feel disappointed. Penta Zeus. What more could you wish for?
That's what I can wish for.
He fired it.
That's what I can wish for.
Oh, that is certainly optimistic.
That's all I care about. Config trying to get the shot in. He's like, okay, come play, guys. Cadian is gone as well. Good, another Zeus kid gone now.
You're just loving it, aren't you?
Yeah. No, this is good. This is good. Gabby, thank you very much. That's another one. I just want another one bites the dust. Config now.
Oh, he
Don't
wants
go up
it
into
so
apartments.
bad.
Nobody's up in apartments. That's the thing. They know now, Dignitas. They know the strat. They're like, yeah, you want the close fights, do you? Good night, Config.
Someone could do like a little edit with like all your reactions to people with Zeus dying. Semler and the Curse of the Zeus. Modi having himself a cop of something there. With the C set in hand still, of course, hoping for a single exit somewhere. Maybe more than that, but yeah. That's $400 invested into absolutely nothing, Semler. How very tragic.
Unmarked graves for all of them. There we go. And Modi, well, Modi has a soul. Okay, Modi, that's all right. Unfortunately, Modi doesn't get any kills here. Nobody going to go ahead and challenge him. They've already cleared out the apartments. They cleared out everywhere else. No reason for Dignitas to take the risk. So,
you know what the play should be?
No. Okay, what?
You hide at the corner with the Zeus.
Okay.
And when you think it's time to go, you fire it into the air so that they see the lightning beam, and then your friend peeks out. Because the terrorists are there on the side, they can be, what's going on? Like, someone just do that.
This is like the hobo flash?
Yeah, exactly. when you only have $100, you can't afford a real flash. It works.
It works, yeah, totally. They totally get flashed by it. I feel like that's like one thing that'll just work once and then never again.
Well, Freeze gonna go down, holding close to middle. Cadian charging through the flashbang is so good, but he can't follow up on it. And ESL, he goes down. Modi dies as well. It's back to 12-13.
No,
Dignitas, how are they still in this game?
SK, don't do this.
Don't
do this, SK. There we go. Okay, Cadian's got his op. They got nades.
Not like this.
Not like this. Not, please. I mean, Dignitas right now, this is just like...
You realize that that when we get like, virtual reality for Counterstrike, we can actually use that Matrix phrase because people will literally be unhooked from, they'll be like, out of the Matrix, out of the game. It'll be great.
Unplugged.
I'm ready for it. Already I'm prepared for it. Well, Cadian is up here on Archway with an AWP in hand, and there is no AWP on the Dignitas side. They do, however, have 4 people on Banana while a single person is covering or checking out what's going on in apartments over at A. Config playing by Coils and looking for an opening. Some shoulder peeking going on there, and he's going to get flashed in. Easy kill there, but then they're coming for him, and MSL will get the refrag.
Yeah, and MSL's past the incendiary as well. Nicely done, though. ESEA not going to be able to trace those bullets on. And well, now the Flash, he's actually in a little bit of danger here. They don't push into CT, though. They're playing it safe. Fresh smoke goes down, and now life gets a little difficult here for SK Gaming. They have to start asking themselves some hard questions. Do they go for this retake? Do they hold on to the gear that they have? And really, they should. Yeah, exactly. Don't push aggro. Just wait and see if you can get lucky with a shot. I mean, frankly, Dignitas, right now, do they have a way to go hunt effectively without just throwing away their guns? Not really.
No, I think it's a bit of a risk right now, especially because we're nearing the end of the game here. So now an extra buy for Dignitas somewhere could be very important. Obviously, SK are going to be happy they could save what they have here, but that's going to tie the scoreline at 13-13. And somehow we...
Is he boosted up on someone?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, yeah, because they took away that. That's what I say.
Very sad times.
I know, Zipnik's, man. Big salty tears.
He had his moment of glory, and that was all it was going to be. Oh.
It was like the one salty tear, I guess. Because he knew. He had to know. The end was nigh.
Yeah, I feel very bad about that. I feel like it should be back in somehow. We need it.
More pixel boosts.
There are so many on this map, though.
There were.
There still are. Plenty.
Yeah, Sanders. Just... Next video. How to ruin your opponent's day. Olaf Meister ain't got on me.
Yeah, we're overdue for an Olaf boost. Looks like it's going to be a rush out of apartments. Modi gets a kill but goes down. Freeze with another one, and Cadian picks up one. It's a lot of trading, and it turns out it's going to be fine for Dignitas here. They've got some health, and SK, they're quite far away from the bomb site. Bomb goes down, and they're going to have to scramble to get here. Molotov out as well to try, flashbang out. Molotov still in the hands of Kiebu, and up in Graveyard. Gonna finally put it out to try and block off at least some part of quad here. Not
sure if the long man spotted where that nade came from. Yeah, I think they think it's pit. So this is, I mean, element of surprise is here for Kirby. He's got to be worried about the short man.
There's almost no time.
But the smoke goes down, and actually now it gets a little tricky. Yeah, he hears him. He heard ESEA up close, and then they have the crossfire spray. One bullet! Oh my God! Really? Today is the day of days for clutch diffuses.
That is ridiculous. How does that not work? That looked like it was the easiest angle in the world. They had 2 people left as well. SK, I mean, if they win it like this, what is going on? Oh my God.
I don't even.
We had our share on train, but this is ridiculous. Well, I mean, from SK's point of view, this is a true blessing, isn't it? 14-13, they win the round just barely. Modi gonna get overwhelmed by Schneider, though. Just simply gunned it down up in apartments, and now SK need to figure out a plan to get back into this round here.
They're trying to play bravely, that's the thing, trying to bring it back. And Modi was hoping to definitely catch some, like, just one, because it's been Schneider going up there alone a lot of the time, right? So I think that's what's going through Schneider's mind. He's like, I can take Schneider, you know? I got this. I'll give my team the advantage. And then he was like, wait, there's 2 guys here. God damn it.
Well, 4 versus 5, 55 seconds left. And Config again playing, at least for a moment, a little bit alone there. Cillian is going to be back here, and he does have a smoke and a Molotov. So he could buy a lot of time still with about 45 seconds. If Dignitas decide to go B now, that Molotov is going to be very, very important. But already it's been sort of baited out there with a little bit of a grenade in. And the bomb is making its way the other way. So this is a really, really good fake coming out right now for the Dignitas side. They're selling it and making them use all the grenades that they could have otherwise used over here. Freeze up in Graveyard, still looking for an opening as they are rotating in on the bomb site here. Cadian picks up a kill. They haven't spotted Freeze yet. He's hiding up here. Finally, MSL takes him down, and easy with a sick headshot brings down Cadian. Oh no.
Oh no is right. And now, well, SK, they actually decided to get in here, see if they can't find a kill. Yeah, Cillian just darts forward, picks up that AWP. That was a great save. And MSL, boom, gets taken out. Now they should be able to hold on to their guns. So that 1 kill onto MSL. AZ's still going to get out there and hunt, but he's taking a little bit more time now because he's not sure if ESEA is still hanging around here holding an angle. But, I mean, can we bring up the money real quick just to see how deep in the hole SK Gaming are?
Bring up the money. Give me the money.
Count the money.
Cillian gonna get a kill there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Dignitas, 16,000 at the end there for one player. SK, on the other hand, in a very, very bad spot here.
Count de Monet. Don't get saucy with me, Bernays. Okay. If you get if you get that quote, points, big points. All right. Well, let's see now. 14-14. We are going the distance. It is going to be 30 rounds, and it's a 4-spy here for SK Gaming, all based around these 2 rifles. And Mahdi's actually just got a FAMAS. All he has. Did he actually just drive by that? I guess he did.
Oh, Katie, and they're going to be close. They almost line up for him, but he misses the scope, and now he's going to go down there. Pip will drop him, and they're getting close. Dignitas just running into the site here. Config with an insane triple kill. How is this possible? He should have been instantly run over there in that corner, and now they actually have a chance to win around. Config is an insane player right now. I have no idea how he's doing any of this. Now it's 3 versus 2. Kirby and MSL are left, and Config is still not done yet. Going to put up another smoke here. Molotov's going to push Freeze forward instead of backwards, and is he going to make the insane jump? You know he wants to. He's going to headshot MSL in the corner, and now it's all on Kirby. 1 versus 2, and the bomb not in his control. He's going to take down one. Config wants to peek him, but he's got the bomb right in front of him. He doesn't really need to. And I don't think Kirby realizes, what is this ninja stuff?
Is he expecting? Yep, he's still oh, the timing for Config, and he gets caught out in the open. Heartbreaking finish.
Wow.
Oh, that's painful.
Tell me that that headshot from Kirby didn't hit him over the fountain. I'm wondering if he caught him before he eclipsed, like before the fountain eclipsed him, or if the top of his head was literally over the fountain and that's why he got shot. Either way, that's heartbreaking. I mean, he should have never had maybe 1 kill out of those 3, but not 2, and it's definitely not 3.
Yeah, that was such a sick spray transfer onto the mid and pool.
Yeah. What's his scoreline right now, Config? I need to know.
Yeah, buddy.
21.
That's the thing. Alex, you know, Alex, he'll never underestimate Config again. I don't think the draft really worked out for him tonight.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Well, 15-14 is been a very, very hard second half for SK. They did such a good job on first half, and it looked like they had everything they needed to run away and finally pick up a win here. They are 0 for 6 in terms of wins and losses, and might be 0 for 7 if this round doesn't work out too well. Yeah,
you could have that heartbreak moment. They spotted the man holding the angle, it looks like. Molotov going down into new corner. Dignitas, no reason for them to take any risks. Pimp, does he check Boiler? This is all going to be down to timing. Spots Mahdi, gets caught in the crossfire now. He has to worry about short. And now they don't want to leave this gun behind, but there it is. Schneider taking out Mahdi. That removes that threat. Still 3 players alive on this A site, though, for SK. And Schneider drawing attention to himself, but look at Freeze. He's just waiting in bedroom. He just wants somebody to walk by.
Oh, no. Bedroom on fire, Semler. Freeze going to be charging out, but Kirby instantly dropping him. That's a hard way to check that bedroom. Cillian now up on the balcony, and he will go down as well. 4 versus 2. Make that 4 versus 1. Config left alive. We've been hyping him all evening, but this might be too much even for him. So Dignitas making a somewhat ridiculous comeback, and probably going to be 16-14. It has to be. No chance at all.
Ooh. Okay, well, he's going to make Dignitas second guess themselves a little bit here. Still a 1-on-3.
They're just running away at this point.
He can pick up an AK, yeah. He's going to get one. But yeah, at this point, I mean, he's got a kit. He's got a single smoke. And he's going up against the Triangle of Doom here on the A site. And as soon as he walks through, he hits the headshot on Kirby. Good night. But this is just too much for him to ask. Not enough time, and AZ goes for the peekaboo. 30 rounds, 16-14, and Dignitas, they deny SK at the end. Especially after that Config play, you just we're trying to like will them to just drag it into overtime, SK.
Triple kill in that round, the ninja defuse, there's so much stuff going on there. I mean, it's just a really, really sick player. I feel like, you know, again, it's not too often we get to see new people coming into the scene and doing well. People who haven't been playing at a sort of a pro level before. So exciting times.
That's painful. That is so painful for SK.
Yeah, I mean, the fact still remains that in terms of people who started playing Global Offensive really at any point, almost none of them will have had the time to sort of make it to a pro level. Counterstrike, our game in that sense, it does take a couple of years to actually become good at it. So, yeah, especially if you want to play the pro level, it helps if you have a pro friend who can help you. If you've got to learn it on your own, then that's a struggle.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
A watch demos, go on bots, learn how to smoke, flash, all sorts of things. I mean, there's so much work to be done. I mean, I guess one of the guys it's like the multi-gamer kind of style is Elige from Liquid, right? Coming over from StarCraft 2, putting in a couple of years, and now he's playing, you know, with Liquid. They're going to be in the major. I mean, it's kind of like the tale right there, the story. But
yeah, Flamey, I think, has like mostly been playing Global Offensive as well, maybe like a little bit towards them. But yeah, I think like we've got like a couple of players who've mostly been Global Offensive and haven't had like a career in the past. But still, it's definitely really tough. That was the second to last game of the evening. We've still got more coming up. Dignitas, I think, will be playing again. And who are they playing? I forget.
Trying to figure it out.
EnVyUs. Oh, wow. So, I mean, if this game at SK was tough, and they're going to be playing on Overpass as well. Interesting.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back in just a few minutes, about 5 minutes time, with that match. Dignitas versus Envy.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally back with the game here. A little bit of a server problem. Now it's been sorted out. It's Envy versus Dignitas. Best of one game here on Overpass. Now, if you just see, Envy did win the knife round. That means they're going to be at start on the CT side, we are assuming. What do you think, Semler? Tough game here for Dignitas.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
It was earlier, but they did just manage to do it at the end. 16-14 victory against SK. If you missed some of those games or generally missed the updates and the scores, then go and check out the Score Esports application as well. Down it on Android and iOS as well. Definitely go check it out. They're right there. Yeah, there we go. Definitely do that. Articles as well, and just generally keep up to date what's happening in esports. A good place to go. So check that out, guys. And now we're going to be ready with the game here.
Yeah, straight into the action as well. And you're right, there was a bit of a 30-round struggle between SK Gaming and Dignitas. Dignitas just eking out the win. So they might feel a bit better because they got the win, but I don't think they're going to be feeling very confident with how hard it was to actually pick that up. So you're going up against Envy. You can't really be allowed to make any mistakes. And Envy, they're going to slap you. Unlike SK, where there were a lot of chances for Dignitas to bring it back.
Look at this push from behind right now. Envy know exactly what's happening. It's MBK with the duel. He gets one second headshot as well on MSL, and finally they take him down. But what a way to start this game. Happy to drop AC. Not going to be a bomb plan this time. Another headshot to ring on through, and Happy just turning a quick 180 and dropping Pimp. What is this ridiculous French Counterstrike that we're seeing, Semler?
What's up, Doolies? NBK's just like, what? I'm in an action movie. I'm in Hollywood. Pow, pow, pow. The best part is he was jumping as well, you know, so it really was living up to all the Hollywood tropes.
Maybe he's been playing Max Payne back in the day.
Bullet time? Oh, yeah.
All that.
He watched Hot Fuzz the other day, decided, okay, it's time. Gotta do it justice.
Someone could probably build a very successful, you know, bullet time mod for Counter-Strike. It'd be very interesting.
Dude, especially, I mean, now, yeah, with the dualies in particular, man, that's it. But let's see. There we go. Happy getting a little too ahead of himself there. Will fall to the Tech 9s, but he did manage to do a lot of damage, and this is actually going to be a great trade. Kjærby brings it back. That one kill allows for Team Dignitas to get the bomb plant in this situation.
Oh, but a grenade on MSL. That was too much. And now Kjærby shooting a little bit of Pimp here. Not exactly ideal. And Kiyoshima going to be the last man standing. Not with a kit picked up currently. Might be one on the ground somewhere, but there's no bomb plant. So he's got a little bit of time, and you can tell he's just waiting. He wants them to make the first move.
A minute is a long time to wait, though. But they're both so low on Dignitas' side. With this 5-7, it's more than enough. As long as he gets the first shot, and now, well, they're starting to inch forward. I mean, Pimp and Kjærby don't actually have nades to work with. That's the issue here. Whereas Kiyoshima, he has options. He has the flash, he has the smoke. He decides to go on the hunt himself, though, and Pimp is actually going to change up his angle just in time. Now it gets tricky. They're going to be stacked up together. This is such a difficult situation now for Kiyoshima because they're going to be stacked up together. They can try and trade frag on him. They're going to be watching each other, and there it is on short. And Kiyoshima doesn't give away his position. This is so important. The fact that Pimp actually peeks out at the last possible second, that could have been huge, but Kiyoshima doesn't take the shot. He doesn't give away his position until he sees the second man. Oh,
you felt like there was a real chance there, wasn't there? I mean, he could have actually been able to walk up and get the perfect timing down, but really played it about as good as he could have, and see if it's going to make a difference. This time, Envy are the ones who actually lose the second round after winning the pistol, so maybe a bit disappointing to them. They're going to go for a mean stack here at the B-bomb site.
Yeah, Dignitas in the meantime, not interested. All 5 players from every, they're like, you want to come B? Okay, let's go, bring it. All 5 of them there, and not a single Dane to meet them. Actually, it's going to be Dignitas that are waiting for some kind of play like this. They're holding super far back. They just don't want to take any risks at this point. They don't want to throw away this small edge that they managed to get over the Frenchman at the beginning of this half.
Still all stacked up over here at B, not much else happening. And I mean, Dignitas taking a really slow approach to this round. You can't blame them. Everybody knows how EnVy are really good at playing with pistols and armor in a round like this, and that's exactly what they have.
So far, I mean, there it is, the peak. That should have been enough info there. They should have been able to spot at least the man in connector, if not the man in pool as well on MSL. That was the bomb. So now it gets a little tricky here. There's 2 smokes on EnVy as well, just to get a little bit more time on the clock for them. And Apex isn't seeing anybody up on this A site. So as far as EnVy are concerned, they're in the right place right now.
Oh, Shima with the deagle shot there to bring down one. Happy in the back lines here. Flashbang comes out looking for another kill, and he's going to pick it up. So now it's all going to be on Pip, and he drops the Kiyoshima, who hits a 3rd shot of the round for himself there. And EnVy steal it back, only losing 2 players. They're just so good at it.
They were so just dialed in. Apex up on A site, not getting any info. Well, getting the info, basically saying, well, I don't actually see anybody over here, guys. So, you know, they're probably coming your way. And Dignitas just walked right into it. That's just such a hard counter from EnVy. And 3 frags with the deagle from Kiyoshima as well. What can you do? And okay, Dig.
Well, they're going to go at it with smokes once again, but this time they're taking the long way around and trying to run right into NBK, but he falls back quick enough. Dignitas just running into the bomb site. Tech9s, they're going to hit the headshot through. Kebu finally picks up a kill there on Apex, but Happy's very low on health. NBK showing up, and still no bomb plant happening. He's going to jump on top of the box there to pick up a double, and what looked like a great start for Dignitas is now crumbling as AC does land a headshot on Kiyoshima. It still shouldn't be their round to win here. They are 2 versus 3. And without the bomb plant, it's going to be really tough to bring it down. One more headshot there. It's ridiculous from AC. NBK trying to see if he can bring it back. He's already got the double. And one more bullet on AC might just do it.
What the hell is that second kill from AC? He goes for more, but he's not going to get the job done. NBK stabilizes. 3 kills. Can they actually? No, of course not. Kenny died up in Sniper. That's the worst case scenario. But then Kiyoshima's got 7 grand, so you can drop an AWP for Kenny, no problem at all here. I mean, do they need to go back up to it, though? Just because they know that, they know now the Dignitas 4 spot. So again, NBK not going to upgrade from that MP9. Instead, he drops a rifle for his teammate. Apex, I thought for a second that he would actually stay on the P2000. That would be like the read, the ultimate read. Like, okay, we know you're going to be hard eco, so.
Well, you got to be wondering. I mean, for Dignitas, they were actually in a position where it might almost make sense to force again. Just do so much damage, but EnVy were prepared for that anyway, so maybe it would have backfired on them here. They're trying to put a lot of speed behind this push anyway, rushing into that bomb site up here at the A side of things. And Apex is in position to shut it down. Gonna get the 1 kill in, and Kenny helping out as well. Now all on AZ and Pimp, and at this range, you gotta hit those pistol shots, otherwise it's not gonna work out.
Like, how did that even work out for Kenny? The fact that he didn't die in that situation.
Yeah.
AC's just actually not hitting a single shot at this range with the P250. This must be infuriating. Get dunked.
The grenade follow-up. Interesting position.
It's time for some yoga.
A little bit of that, yeah. 4-1, and moving into the 6th round, it is a case all around for Dignitas. Nobody with an AWP to try and make an opening happen. And EnVy, you know, shaky start, but now they're feeling quite good, I think.
Yeah, they're stabilizing. They're stabilizing. This is where it starts to get into the real danger zone here for Dignitas. This big buy for them, everything invested in it. EnVy starting to feel pretty good about themselves as well. 2 guys down into connector early on here with Kiyoshima a 3rd. This is some early aggression from EnVy. They really want to challenge mid, make sure the Dignitas can't get comfortable. And this could be big here. If MSL comes around this corner, he needs to hit the headshot, and there it is. Instant headshot, but then does he account for the second man being there? NBK trades up, takes out AZ.
A good shot from Happy, but it might not be enough here. Dignitas with a man lead, and Apex and Kiyoshima are both quite far away, except for the fact that the bomb is making its way back here. And Pimp's got it. Kiyoshima walks in on MSL and finds that kill. And if they could have just run onto that B bomb site with the bomb, it would have been very interesting. But now, instead, it's Pimp sneaking his way around, and gonna have to see if they could find an opening somewhere.
Yeah, with the 50 seconds left as well. There's still a man holding on CT, yep, Apex. And Apex is checking to see if the man lurking behind is actually going to be thorough and check the whole side. Schneider waiting to see if anybody's by barrels. It's turned into a waiting game. There's still plenty of time to work with here for both teams, for Dignitas in particular. And that's it. Schneider showing himself as trying to draw the attention towards this site, and it's working wonderfully. Kiyoshima now has to commit to the B site, but the bomb is nowhere near.
Oh, grenade. Is it going to be a touchdown? Schneider is not close enough, and he's going to survive. The bomb goes down, and Kiyoshima still doesn't know he's going to actually commit to jumping down. Oh no, this has been sold very effectively. He's going to get the frag, and now he turns around and realizes it's not going to be the right site. So Pimp up here and waiting for him. Pretty good position.
Yeah, and Pimp hears it coming as well. So now Kiyoshima, he has to assume. I mean, he's just got the smoke, and he's going to try and stick it. And do they have a little bit of luck here? Envy does. He actually managed to pull this off. Pimp not going to let it happen. Shots into the smoke, and no defuse for Kiyoshima. The 1v2 clutch would have been huge, but Dignitas fighting right back here.
I mean, can you imagine? We've already seen a couple of crazy moves like that tonight, but if that had gone through, that would have been insane. So, 4-2, and a very, very important round for Dignitas, even as they only survive with one person, which means nobody has any kind of good economy going on here. Whoever wins this round is going to get maybe a bit of a freebie.
Where are the shots? Where are everything? Well, I was wondering if Dignitas were going to continue trying to apply the pressure early on. I mean, Schneider going for a spray through. That's something that he actually manages to tag up NBK. Interesting to see that NBK isn't going straight to the B site either. He is kind of challenging in connector. Sets it up for Happy.
Look at this forward position from Kiyoshima as well. So some really, really good information about how little movement there is on that side of the map here. Apex putting out a Molotov, but there's already a guy come through. That's MSL, and Apex caught jumping. Kenny can't see a thing because of the smoke. Second kill from MSL, and Kenny missing some crucial shots here, and that just might give up the round. Happy spraying and getting a single kill, but it's still a 2 versus 3, and some of the Dignitas members are low on health.
Yeah, sloppy round there from Envy, though. Kiyoshima does get the touchdown nade. He's got a lot of work ahead of him here. 1v3. Only the Deagle. Yeah, and he's just looking to make it expensive at this point. If he can find the AWP, if he can actually... Yeah, that's what he wants to do. If he can just dart up here and pick up that AWP, that would be great. But now he realizes it's not going to be around for him. And he is just going to go up with that bomb. Pimp not even going to let him. Pimp wants to get the stats. 2 kills for Pimp in the round.
What does this look say, Samlo? My team failed?
Yeah, I think he's looking slightly frustrated there.
4-3, and Dignitas putting a couple of rounds together, and as we maybe suspected here, Envy not going to be able to make a buy happen. They do put up 3 smokes, so maybe just trying to apply a little bit of pressure onto the Dignitas team if they can. Yeah,
and Envy are just going to go for the gamble as well, and it could work out really nicely here. P250s, 5.7s up close, and Dignitas about to go out onto the B site. They don't actually use the smokes either.
Kiyoshima looking the wrong way, and just at the end, a little bit unfortunate here. Apex, good headshot, going for more and doing significant damage. And Kenny's also here, Happy trying to ruck around. He's going to be jumping down. Kerry, last man left, and he's now at a 1 versus 2. And also dropping a little bit low here. Apex has picked up a double, and this is a nuts round. Again, Envy showing their eco potential. How does Kirby make it alive in this one?
I can't even believe that Apex makes it out of that Molotov alive with only 6 HP. It's like 2 ticks, and it would have been perfect. And Kirby can't connect with the shot either. It's Kenny and Apex now. They have the crossfire established. Kirby sees this coming, so he's going to set that smoke up, try and close off these angles. Apex trying to draw attention to himself, but Kirby sees it coming, and he's not going to work in the end. Kenny just finds the gap on the edge of the smoke, takes out Kirby, and somehow this should have been a 4th round in the bag for Dignitas, but they get robbed. And well, oh yeah, okay, there we go. Now Dignitas are showing a bit of that no-fear approach here.
And you see the jump down from Happy, jump up on the barrels and went over the smoke to jump on behind him. He only got the 1 kill, but that's quite an impressive move. So 5-3, and you're right, should have been a round, should have been the equalize for Dignitas. And instead now, they've got to be very frustrated.
Oh, this could be interesting. Yeah, flash straight out. That's actually a nice flash.
Yeah.
That would pop right in the face of Monster. Well, here's the smoke, and again, Dignitas, man, they just focused on the B site. This is where they want to go, and they're going to peek out together. So well done. Happy, nothing he can do. Then the pre-fire shot onto NBK. Apex from on high will take out Pimp. NBK needs to get something done here, though. Staying alive works, but yeah, they're going to lose their teammate Apex up on Sniper, and this is where it completely starts to get very scary, although NBK brings it back with MSL.
Well, Kiyoshima running up from behind here could be the big difference maker if his team can just stay alive. Kenny jumps down, but he doesn't check the corner. Kiyoshima has to get here quick. NBK waiting for him to go. Nice teamwork right now. NBK still alive, and now Schneider going to be alone with just a pistol in hand. The bomb's ticking. He's walking around now. He's shown himself. Kiyoshima spraying while NBK defusing behind the pillar, and it's a pistol headshot. It's going to be around here for Envy. Just barely. What a round. It was very, very close.
It's crazy how close these rounds are, actually. You'd think that Envy would be able to just put a stop to this, get the stomp on. But Dignitas, they're approaching this right. I mean, if you're going to go through the smoke like that at a monster, they push 2 guys together simultaneously. And Happy, he just happened to be moving at that time as well. So it's just the worst case scenario for Happy at that situation. But even then, it's like Happy maybe trades 1 for 1, but getting both of them, that would take a big mistake on Dignitas' side. And Dignitas, they've got the fraggers to be able to pull off that kind of start.
Well, 10th round is coming up now. It's 4 Deagles. Schneider has to be the odd man out, of course, and see if they can put a couple of shots through here. It's Kiyoshima to open up on AC, and Pip not going to land the 1 Deag either. Tapped here from Kirby, trying to see if he can get a blind shot through. Not quite yet.
MSL just can't catch a break right now. Oh, Kirby getting really close! And Happy actually re-peaks.
Schneider almost catching a guy out there with a grenade in hand, but EnVy right now, they seem to be really bringing it back, and around like this where they have everyone surviving on top of, it's been a little bit lighter in the other rounds here, but still, this is a very critical round in that sense, just building a bit of economy for themselves. Yeah, and I'm curious to see if Dignitas are going to go up to long now again, considering that's what broke the deadlock last time. And they are continuing. No, okay, they're actually going to wrap back around the top mid. Nice smoke from Kirby. That's going to go right into the restrooms here. Give them a little bit more mid control. Make it a little bit more risky for EnVy to try and peek forward to get that info. And so now Dignitas, they're changing it up. There's the spot, though. Kirby taking some damage, but then the boost from AZ catches Kenny as completely off guard in mid. Yeah, very, very good stuff indeed. So Kenny out of the picture, and EnVy losing a very valuable rifle there. Kiyoshima holding up on the railing, ready to see if someone's going to peek. Schneider's back there and instantly dinked. MSL next in line, and he's going to get that refrag. So 4 versus 3 still, and they are trying to rotate a little bit of the defense down towards B.
If they aren't committed yet, Dignitas, they can still back out of this, make their way back into connector, and that's exactly what's going to happen. MSL going for the wall bang. Could get a bit of a touchdown nade. Oh, he catches the edge. That would have been dead on as well. But now Apex, this is all on Apex, and he's going to get the first headshot, walks around, gets the second one as well. And everything seemed to be looking up for Dignitas, and then Apex just has to come in and wreck them completely. 3 kills. Apex just bringing it back single-handedly for EnVyUs in the end. But Dignitas, they were trying to pull that fast one. If they kill Apex, they get onto that A site pretty much scot-free. Yeah, that would have been the big play there. Well, it's kind of cool that he goes that aggressive as well. I mean, if they go B instead, it means he can just rush around down behind them, and it's maybe even win the round that way. So giving himself some good option, I feel like. 8-3, and it's back to Tech9, a bit of armor, a single Deagle as well here. Maybe going for another fast-ish B push. Yeah, straight into sewers. It doesn't look like Dignitas have too much variety to their strats right now. But the crossfire spray down, NBK holds his own. Apex is chiming in, Kenny getting 2, and well, not a single frag. Another perfect round here for EnVy. And this is where you can really start to see their money getting out of control, and we're getting towards the end of this half as well. Only 3 rounds left here for Dignitas to have an impact. And there we go. Pimp finally has the money to go for an AWP. So will he be able to go toe-to-toe with Kenny? We really haven't heard too much from Kenny, but at the same time, either he's been peaked from a crazy boost, or he just seems to be catching bullets to the face.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems like when so much of the action is in B, and he's been mainly hanging around over here, it's not that needed really. MBK going to be down in connector and trying to see if he could do a little bit there. Interesting flashbang out, but he's going to run up the stairwell, making a lot of noise here. And MSL takes that bait and tries to peek him there. MBK not going to be able to get the second kill, but Kenny will pick it up. We'll see if that's going to be enough for Dignitas to come back into this round here.
Yeah, and Schneider might get spotted here on short. He did get spotted, in fact. Standing his ground, taking the fight, and Apex is gone. He's finally been calmed down here. They are going to try and wrap 2 guys in. 1 more in through Monster, but it seems like Happy has... He's just trying to cover himself in case that is the case. Goes for the peek, gets overwhelmed, and that opens it all up here. 2-on-2 situation now. Dignitas, Kirby, he's got eyes on B, spots the extra man. Bomb is making its way there now as well.
Yeah, but there also is the second EnVy member coming in, and that's Kiyoshima. Grenade gonna rain out here, not gonna touch Kenny. And Kirby down on 1 health, and now the backup is coming in from short, and this could be completely devastating. And there it is. Kiyoshima spraying down last 2 members. And 10-3. I mean, just Kenny staying alive there made all the difference.
That was it. That's all he had to do. That was just, I mean, that was exactly it. You know, the fact that, okay, you're thinking, Kenny, you're going to get these frags, you're going to challenge. No, all you had to do was stay alive behind barrels. wait for the cavalry to come in to save the day.
Double up setup here.
Yeah, this is... I think he's like done messing around. He wants to go for an early peek in Monster. It's like, okay, Kjærby, if you're going to keep going there, let's dance, Grease Monkey. Oh, and Kenny down in Connector as well. Wow, they're really hunting for these frags right now, Envy.
They're feeling so confident. They might have been a little bit shook in the beginning. They even had a round where they could have forced, but they sort of bought smokes and just pistols, and they won that round. And I think at that point they just feel like, all right, this is too good. We're going to be able to just close this game out very quickly, and that is kind of what they're doing right here. 10-3 is a pretty good scoreline. And Dignitas trying to switch it up and go for the A-bomb side for once instead. We'll see how that's going to work out here as MSL opens up. It's Kiyoshima, close sprays 1 and 2. And it's back into a 2 versus 1. NBK getting a really important frag there. And AZ drops him. So a chance for a bomb plant and a 1 versus 1 against Happy.
There's the bait, and Happy shouldn't be peeking. But he will go for it in the end. He had that Tech 9, didn't he, Happy? So I think that gave him a little bit more bravery there. Or made him a little braver than he should have been.
Plenty of time for AT to go for that fake. He could have faked that at 10 times if he wanted to, but once was enough, and that's going to put it at 10-4. The 15th round here, it's another double up setup. They did steal the 1, so the Pimp has 1 as well. We'll see if Dignitas can get back in here and win a 5th round, and then also win the pistol in second half. Still a decent chance, still in the game. So I think this last round was very important to them.
It really comes down to this 1 round right here. That 10-5, they need that 10-5 Dignitas, and now Kenny, once again, he hasn't had any action here either, but he finally manages to find the pick. MSL gone already, and they're so light on the gear that really couldn't afford to give up those nades, and Kiyoshima peeks up the top mid and takes out Pimp, who is looking for the refrag, even goes this far, nearly takes out Schneider in Connector.
Oh, if that grenade could have rained down there, Schneider could have probably been gone as well. That would have been a very impressive grenade, but doesn't quite hit it, and still, they have the man advantage on the EnVy side here. Kjærby, Schneider, and AC going to have to find some way to get back into this round. I think a 5th round is absolutely essential here, and long-range spray from NBK is going to take care of AZ, and then they fall back to safety. Before, I think, looks like Schneider almost caught them, but not quite.
Yeah, that was really close, actually. And now he knows where NBK is playing from. Goes for the spray, but that Galil, maybe just missing an extra bullet that would have done the trick. NBK lives. And it's going to be Kjærby now battling here. 1v4, wants that 11-4 finish, dodges the flames, looking for the kill on NBK, who's still holding on long. Does he get the shoulder peek? Is it going to be there, or is it going to be the second man? They're both very low here on the A site, but he's getting closed in on. The backstab is coming, and Happy, he's going to be in position to just wreck Kjærby, although that 1 flash gives it away, and now Kjærby knows that somebody's close. 2 kills for Kjærby now, but only 10 seconds left.
Yeah, he has to just run up here straight away, kill NBK fast. He's going to go for the safe plant here, try and see if he can make it work, but not going to happen. NBK's there for the triple, and that will be an 11-4 finish, favoring EnVy. Very hard to deal with, I feel like. That's too much of a scoreline.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like they can't just win the pistol and then win the first buy round, right, and they're right back into it. It's not going to work that way. Although, against EnVy, it never really works that way either, right? It's like, we win the pistol, yeah, and then EnVy win the Tech 9 buy afterwards. So, I mean, you still have a lot of work ahead of you here. But for Dignitas, up against an EnVy with Kiyoshima hitting this hard, Apex, seems like everybody on EnVy right now, they're all hitting shots.
Well, second half coming up. A pistol is obviously a must-win round here for the Danish side. Otherwise, they're just going to get... they're just going to get completely trashed on this overpass map. I don't think it's a map they play like that much, really, Dignitas either. So a bit of a tough game for them here. But I still feel like they were looking just a little bit sleepy when they were playing Inferno, and it feels like they haven't really woken up much since either. So I'm wondering if it's just like generally an off day for them here. Maybe they're just not really feeling it.
Maybe they've been trying some new things out. I mean, could be MSL also. Haven't really noticed anything different. I mean, it does seem... I got the impression that they were playing a game of chicken with EnVy in the first half, right? Where they're like, eventually EnVy are going to think that they're going to go A, right? And this is, you know, they're just going to keep hitting B, keep hitting B, keep hitting B, and try and keep EnVy guessing. The only problem is that EnVy are just so good in the clutch that if you're going to rely on the individual skill, EnVy just have to come out ahead. So we need something clever out of MSL basically here to make that difference.
Schneider, what is he doing?
What is this HE that he's setting up for?
Well, push into connector here, and it's a bit of a brutal fight, and now AZ is actually sandwiched in. He's trying to make his way out. I think he might just be in time, but NBK's taking on MSL as well. This is a very, very bad start for Dignitas. And look at EnVy. Quick push initially, and then they slow it right down, make sure that nothing slips out of their hands here.
Yeah, and there's still Kirby alive in that pit as well. So they might be thinking about trying to go through that door, get in on him fast. Nicely done there by AC, keeping quiet, catching out that lurk.
Wait, what's this?
What?
Okay, we're back in the action. I had to spot that. It's the joy of allowing me to observe the game, even though it's been quite a while. NBK gonna try and see if he can find an opening here. AC in the back lines, the USPS in hand, and Apex gets a kill. AC, he actually lands a shot there, but still, look at the damage. NBK 11, 1 health on Apex, and Kirby 1 versus 3 in a pistol round is still not a good position for him to be in. Tries to get the shot. It's a headshot on NBK. Grenades rain in. He hasn't got the kill, but he's got time here. He just needs to find the kill, and now it's going to be a little bit tricky. He actually has to switch out his pistol, picks up a Glock instead. Now, I don't know, they're so far away, he can't really find them, and he can't defuse for 10 seconds either, so EnVy, I think they might have done it here.
Did they spot that he had no kit? I mean, he's getting the headshots, but this is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Kirby, 3 kills, trying to retake that site, and he's just not going to have the time. If only he'd had a kit, and there he finds it. The kit had actually been dropped up at top mid. That's catastrophic for Dignitas. That is not the start they were looking for.
Very unfortunate indeed. It's going to be 4-12.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, and a FAMAS on Kirby. Those 3 kills, they made the difference. $900 in his pocket. There we go.
They're so ready.
But then look at EnVy as well. What is this? Like, you know that they're going to force EnVy. So, but you still go 3 SMG, CZ, and a Galil. Well, okay then.
Say, don't put your hand in the lawnmower, Samler. Warning is right there for you. Well, it's going to start.
Thanks, bro.
Kenny, just in case you don't know, opening up on Schneider, and it will be the return from Kirby there. Apex will go down and return. So a quick trade here. Probably going to favor the EnVy side, and a bit of a grenade right onto AC. Oh, man. That's such a common jump spot as well, so they just knew that was going to happen. Pimp will go down. Kirby and MSL trying to get in to salvage this game for the Dignitas lineup, but it's not going to work out here. Triple kill for Kiyoshima and a double for Kenny. And that's going to be 13-4.
And Kiyo's just like, ooh, a FAMAS. That was a good catch by him. I mean, it's just bad luck as well for Dignitas that he spots that man jumping behind. He just barely spots his rump as he gets back, like tries to close that angle out for Dignitas. And yeah, that's an easy kill for Kiyoshima up close to that CZ-75. If the element of surprise had been retained for that man on this side, it might have been a different story. But yeah, Dignitas right now are just getting railroaded.
EnVy setting up for a couple of smokes here, going into the bomb site. A follow-up Molotov, and MSL trying to hold on here, but he's alone with the USPS. Bit of a tough task ahead of him, and he will go down. No chance. What? I think they both fell off the ladder at the same time and were sort of shooting mid-air against each other. Kenny finding that kill with a ridiculous model.
Gangsta. He's going for that drive-by. It actually looked like kind of like how you'd imagine. I mean, obviously, if you completely ignore physics, but like, you know, a gun battle in space or something. You know, they're in free fall and just like, they jumped out of a building. True Matrix style.
Oh, AC. Exit frag at least, but he can't even go and pick up anything. Now he's going to run back up towards the restrooms, and he's not going to survive the round. 14-4. EnVy making this a really, really quick game. Yeah,
actually, they realize it's getting late in the evening, and they're like, you know what, guys? It's past our bedtime. We got an early start in the morning. And, well, Dignitas, they're looking to wreck that for EnVy. They're looking to take this. They got a long way ahead of them. Even to just tie it up, they need 10 rounds in a row. And to win 12 rounds in a row. Do you believe in your fellow Danes, Anders?
I won't say yes, but I feel like I said, I feel like they're just a little bit too sleepy here. They don't seem sort of very energized at all, very motivated to try and get back into this. So I'm not so sure. I feel like EnVy are just cruising along. Good boost there, which generally is a nice idea. But now they're trapped in the corner. Smoke is going to go off EnVy. Actually, it's going to be Kenny killing Kiyoshima, and then Kenny goes down. Kiyoshima jumping and shooting and somehow survives. Pimp still trapped in the corner. Let's see if they can make this round work. AC going to be taking down Apex. So this is a really good start to the round, and also a bit of a confusing start for EnVy.
EnVy are just like, what the hell is going on? And now Kiyoshima. Can he pull a bit of a Kirby? He's got 4 HP left. Doesn't hear the man holding up close. Kirby manages to remove him. Was that Okay, right. Schneider managed to get that as well. All right. Envy were expecting those guys to bolt and run. And I'm not entirely sure how they actually managed to make it out of there, Dignitas, apart from Envy. I think just spraying so much. I definitely expected Schneider pushing through the smoke to be rewarded with a kill.
Yeah, there was just a lot of confusion even in that round. Hard to predict when people are just shooting through smoke on either side exactly what's going to happen. Pip with a very aggressive peek there and almost drops NBK. I think it was a headshot that brought him down to 13. So they get a little bit of control and connector.
They got a man in pit right now, Happy. He's all over the place. I think they heard him stepping, though. So Kirby could have called that out. They're starting to fall back towards CT. It looks like they might consolidate the defense on the A site here, Dignitas, based off that information that they heard that Happy was running back towards T-spawn.
Yeah, they are pretty much just wrapping around, checking the restrooms, making sure no one's holding close here, and that's usually what you want to do if you set up for an A push eventually. Yeah,
Schneider getting into pit as well, clearing that portion of the map out. A lot of information gained here for Dignitas. This could really set them up nicely to hold off Envy. And yeah, Pimp even going for aggressive positions, such as this one right here in restroom, right at the entrance to the site. He's hoping that they aren't going to check that corner. He's hoping that AC is just going to draw their attention, and then basically Pimp, it's like, I'm going to bait you, but just this once. Just give me this frag.
Fire, not spread yet. Pimp still standing here. Schneider going to pick up a kill. And they're flashing their way past, and Apex gets one, but Pimp's gonna pick it up, turns around. AC still alive on here, at least for a second. Second kill from, oh, not gonna happen. It was close, but now it's back to a 2 versus 2. Kirby gonna flash his way through. This is a dangerous move. If he actually goes through and dies, then MSL is in a very bad spot. Kirby waiting, and the bomb carrier gonna go down here. Nice hold at the end. It's a team ace for Dignitas, and they hold on to the round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was so solid, and that was just solid information and good communication out on Dignitas. That's what information gathering, rather. That's what did the trick there. Kirby able to call out that he heard movement like that, falling back to T-spawn. That was big. That really allowed Dignitas to just rotate onto that A site, set the trap, and then Envy walked right into it. So, like, that's that round in a nutshell. One solid call.
Well, Envy determined to continue to buy, not going to give up here. 2 AKs, 1 Galil, and a couple of pistols to boot. And a nice opening here from Pip to take down Happy.
Yeah, but the push continues, and there it is. Pre-fire spot there on MSL. Bit dangerous to be facing that Angry, and there, oh, he's not going to make it out like Apex did last time. So a 2-on-3 situation now as AC rotates in. He takes out NBK. More Molotovs going down. Pimp pushes up close, and the spray down is there. AC even dunking a nade on Kiyoshima. So 3 players alive at the end of the round for Dignitas. That's exactly what they need. I mean, so long as they have 1 guy alive and they can keep buying, it's all right. But because they have no round to give, they have to actually play perfectly from here on out. But still, I mean, the fact that they managed to hold in the end, that was it.
14 to 7.
Oh, he's doing it! It's so rare to get it to do that. Like, I think I've only had it work for me like 3 times, where he like balances it on his hand.
Alright. I did not even know that that was a rare skill.
It's a rare, it's like the alternate, right? For like when you swap to your knife.
Mm.
So if you're running, he'll just like, he can do it, but it's only happened like 3 times for me. I've had that knife for a while now.
Alright. I think I have one, so I have to get one.
Get that. Whoa.
Whoa. Nice shot. Not that it really should matter too much here. I mean, there's 2 deagles left, but still, Dignitas should be able to win out in this round, and that would put them at 8 rounds. I feel like Envy are stalling a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to wear Dignitas down a little bit, catch him sleeping. So that's the thing, you know, you blink, and if Kiyoshima's hitting headshots like this, Apex has got an AK. It could be a chance. And so oh, Apex. What is going on here? Does he not have an individual bind for his Molotov?
I know.
He's like fat-fingered? I don't know what happened there.
Kiyoshima also gonna go down. They tried their very best, but it wasn't good enough this time around. In Dignitas, their money is, I mean, they did lose a couple of players that round, but still, starting to build some sort of bank. Envy going with the AWP on Kenny Shine, see if they can get the last 2 rounds home to finish the game off here. I mean, it should definitely be possible. I feel like we're in one of those situations again where the only way we're going to be very excited about what's happening on the Dignitas side is if they get all the way back up to 14 rounds. You know, that's when we can start to think, all right, it can happen.
We got a game on our hands. And they just decided to go super aggressive into connector again. EnVy, this seems to have been like their game plan from the start. Get control of connector early on. Oh.
Best grenade.
Best grenade. That was a similar nade if ever there was one. Very well done. And well, out through connector. There's the spray. Schneider lives, and Crazy just tries to hang on, but he can't quite do it. And now this is where it gets tricky. Pimp, perfectly done there. Stops the push, dead.
Yeah, very nice shot, but oh no, look who's hiding in that corner. That's going to be instant death here for MSL. He doesn't check it. Happy to bring him down, and now it's on Pimp and Kirby. 2 vs 4. Try and see if they can hold on. EnVy just a couple of kills away from making it out here, but Kirby with a nice shot on Kenny. And is he going to check in the corner? The bomb is making its way back down B, so Pimp is going to try and do something similar. Can he catch them crossing? That's the big question here. Kirby still up on the site. Ready and waiting. MBK gets a headshot there. Pimp can't see it. Oh, actually, he's right on the open there. Must be a smoke there that we couldn't see. That's the only reason.
Did the smoke not clear up? Because there was a smoke on the site.
Yeah, there must have been something that we couldn't see there. I think the Go TV must have messed up a little bit. Even if you got the shot, though, obviously Happy coming up from behind, it would have been very tough anyway. 15-8. Even with the Go TV shenanigans there, we're still very close now to a victory for EnVy. 26 kills on Kiyoshima, 25 on MBK. Oh, the other team, AC, is still stepping it up here.
Well, I think Alex is making some points back with NBK and Kiyoshima.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, not too bad. Oh, he's got that golden coil, the new skin. All right, well, 5-on-5 situation now in EnVy. It's going to be Kiyoshima getting a backstab. Yep, Schneider doesn't even know what hit him. Predicts the man coming in through restroom. He will not take down Pimp. And Pimp actually with the double kill, making it expensive. But then Kenny steps in, and now man advantage for EnVy. And they have all the time in the world to just force Dignitas' hand, force MSL to take a risk, for example. Any of these guys here on Dignitas, they have to come in big, and well, Happy, he is going to fall. But that's not the bomb.
Good kill there. I mean, looked like Happy had the advantage, but solid shot from MSL. 55 seconds, Kirby up on the bomb site. Bomb seems to be still sort of making its way back to B right now. NBK keeping them occupied up here, and Kenny with the smoke up. Try and make the crossing, and he's going to be successful as well. Goes for the peak and takes down MSL. That's some confidence.
And he eats the HE, double HE. Oh my god, he lives. 3 HP on Kenny. And then Kirby, nothing he could do in that situation. As soon as NBK steps out, unless he hits that instant 1 dig, it's just not going to happen. So that is it. I mean, they put up a fight, Dignitas, in the end. They started to get warmed up a little bit, but they had taken too much damage in the first half to really make it realistic for them to actually come back in that map. That was it. It's just you get up to 14 rounds that early on EnVy's side.
Yeah.
Had they picked up the pistol, we might have actually had a match on our hand, considering how well they were playing CT side, Dignitas.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be thinking something similar. And I mean, like I said, I don't think it's a map that they practice too much, so I mean, maybe they should. I mean, that CT side was at least a little bit competitive, so could have been interesting if they just got a little bit more out of it. Yeah, it was close in the beginning. I mean, some of those rounds early on, they were you know, trading back and forth a little bit, but then EnVy just ran away with it. So yeah, tough game, tough day for Dignitas here. I mean, almost losing to SK. I think they can't be too happy. I mean, they won it, but 16-14.
Yeah, it's kind of the expected result again versus EnVy as well. So I don't think they can be too frustrated. They just have to take this as okay.
Yeah.
More experience on overpass versus one of the best teams. Great, you know.
True.
Put that in the bank. Come back to it later when they have a little bit of time to review the demo. And well, knowing MSL, he'll probably review it right away. So they'll go over that Dignitas. They'll figure it out. But EnVy with another win, which basically should put them up. That was the second time we've seen EnVy tonight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we started off. No, that was the second map with them. So it's going to be
put on train, right?
Yeah, 4-on-2, 4-2 scoreline for them. That moves them up actually in the groups. So that's actually going to put them somewhere around the 3rd or 4th position. I'm afraid to refresh the page. You know what, YOLO? I just did it, and
you're living live on the edge.
Because like the thing hasn't been working all that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, there we go. We got it. So they are 3rd right now. That's pretty much going to consolidate them in 3rd place here, out of 12 in the European group. All
right, interesting stuff. Well, that is going to be the end of the evening. We've got nothing more to show you. No daring refreshes or anything like that. We're all out of action here. This has been the 3rd week of the Pro League here, but we'll be back next week too.
Damn straight. We'll be back next week. We'll be covering all 3 days then as well. So yeah, guys, be sure to tune in next week with more EU.
Yeah. What, Matt?
What's that, Matt? Okay, good. Matt, you like whisper, you know?
It's like, it's our producer. It's very late here. Oh, so
I know it is. So we're really hungry too.
Yeah.
And you were like so cruel to me, Anders. You brought up our food porn. And we're just sitting there like double mac and cheese. Like what the hell is that thing?
It was a hash browns mac and cheese burger. That was someone. It's a good invention. Similar. We're gonna go get pizza. You guys have a great evening. Play some Counterstrike, and we'll see you back here next week right on this channel. Thanks for being with us, and we'll be back.